And welcome to Political Trendy Radio, episode 33 for the 19th of October 2015. You can email at ellinthemood@gmail.com. You can open a energy drink. You can follow us on Twitter at PTRadio666. And you can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/politicaltrendy radio. And there's a whole bunch of other links on the YouTube website. I am Elliot Lindemood, having just enjoyed a dinner of ribs, and you are?
Bonjour. Comment ça va?
That's Richard Friesen.
Yeah, my name's Richard Friesen. I'm gonna say that the Liberals have a majority government. Justin Trudeau is the pretty boy MTV generation.
Justin is just not a leader's name. Okay, everyone else, introduce yourselves. Who are you?
I'll go last. I don't know.
And Eric.
Yeah, I'm Eric, and I just witnessed gloriousness.
I know you witnessed my glorious intro, which I didn't actually fuck up for the first time in episodes.
Not what I meant.
Yes, it is. Justin Trudeau, is he related to Pierre Trudeau? I'm sorry, I don't know Canadian politics.
Yeah, that would be his father. That's right.
Okay, I kind of guessed that.
I believe Pierre Elliott Trudeau. Yeah.
In Switzerland,
I'm Canadian, so what do I know?
Nothing.
Sorry.
Nothing. Yeah. You know nothing because you're Canadian. And in Switzerland, the Swiss People's Party have the right-wing Swiss People's Party have won the majority election. Yeah, no more Stephen Harper.
Yeah, good.
About time.
Because that guy scared the shit out of people, and I think he did a lot of things that weren't really productive for the country.
What I want to know is, I mean, short of the obvious answers, either rigging elections or mass hypnosis, how the hell did he keep on winning elections?
You know, I don't know. I'm going to blame it on social media.
Crack.
Crack, yeah. Well, you're from England, right?
Yeah, the Canada's a little colony of ours, if I'm not mistaken. No offense, Canadians. That was a joke. But I get like hate mail or whatever.
Fuck the Canadian.
Well, did someone tell the Canadian to fuck you?
Well, I don't know. I can't decipher whether you speak in French or English. It's kind of.
Oh, I'm speaking
French.
Hungarian.
Canadian English is very hard to. It's because they have these A's and shit that it's just like.
And I'm also missing a couple teeth too. So.
And a boot. Hey.
A boot. A boot.
Richard, say out and about.
Out and about.
A boot.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Out and about. Out and about.
Oot
and about.
Well, can I just say thank you for inviting me to these peaceful podcasts and stuff. I think it's good we got a political radio / podcast, so I do appreciate it.
It's political comedy, basically, because we have fun and we also talk about things. So.
Well, that's good. Like I said.
Yeah, sometimes I go into therapy mode and I get all spiritual.
Well, I have to shut him up.
Yeah.
With the hammer.
He has a cyber hammer that he whacks me with.
I do. It's really big. Yeah. So.
What?
Fuck.
It's big black cock. Sorry.
Shh. Shut up. Yeah, there seems to be a year for elections, except for, of course, the U.S. That's next year. But
right.
Like election fever, that's what I don't get. Like in England, they don't do the election until what? They don't run ads or anything until what, 3 months before the election or something like that.
Yeah, the elections in England are pretty weird. We kind of we talk about it a lot, but when it comes to the political cycle, it literally lasts for about a month at the most, where America lasts for like a year, probably. Or something kind of insane.
I'm not too sure. Elliot, what are the cycles in the States? How many terms can a guy go for? Or whatever.
I know it's 2 terms for president, and I'm not sure about Congress or anything like that.
The Senate is a lifetime. The Supreme Court is a lifetime. Congress is, I think, a lifetime, depending if you get elected or not. The president's the only one who's restricted by terms. So I watch a lot of C-SPAN.
But people like to vote for term limits because you have fossils like Strom Thurmond, who I think were in the Congress and in the Senate from about 1864 to 2001. Strom Thurmond. I mean, he lived forever. The man who wouldn't die.
Basically.
But the thing about America is, there's maybe a year, and then there's the elections in like maybe, let's say 2014, that is like local elections in Congress and things like that nobody gives a shit about because they just don't. And then all of a sudden it's 2015, and we're still a year before the big election. Although all people can talk about are the 2016 election. I still say it's too early.
Well, the thing with American the electoral system in America is Congress is voted in every 2 years, and the president's every 4. So basically, it's a continuous election cycle. So midterm elections is basically halfway through the presidential elections, which is bizarre. And then you get the Senate race kind of at the same time as well. So
what is it in England? In England, it's the PM is how many years before an election?
Well, it used to be any time the Prime Minister basically called the general election.
It's probably pretty similar to Canada.
No, they changed it. They changed it about 3-4 years ago, where now we've got a fixed term of every 4 years. It never used to be the case, though. It used to be whenever, basically, the political party decided it was good for the politics of the day.
I'm bored trying to call an election.
Yeah, but normally we have the elections, like Congress elections, we normally have them kind of like every 2 years, kind of like the Americans do. But the actual, it's hard to explain.
One thing I want to say about America, and I guess Canada too, is the term lock-ins. I really don't like that.
Okay.
Like how long can a president run for in your country, Elliot?
8 years.
Yeah.
Right. So that's a long time to be in office.
Well, no, it's actually 2 terms.
Oh, hello, Annika.
What's up, motherfucker?
Well, in the United Kingdom, you can run for office for as long as you want. Tony Blair was 8 years. Margaret Thatcher, I think she served 3 terms, not the full 3rd term. So you can basically run as long as you want.
Huh.
As long as you get the electoral vote. But in America, you are literally confined to 2 terms.
Yep. Basically. It of course didn't used to be that way. Roosevelt ran for I think it was 4, and then he died, and then they're like
7-5. Well, he had 4 terms, but he didn't get to fully finish at his 4th term.
Yeah, he kind of died before that happens.
Yeah, but it was Roosevelt who wanted to introduce a single-payer system, if I'm not mistaken, to the United States at the same time as Germany during World War II.
Yep.
Well, after World War II, and he died before he could implement the single-payer system. America's the only
took over.
Yeah, America's the only place that doesn't have a single-payer system, which is kind of strange, considering you could afford it.
It's not strange. It's not strange if you've been to America. I don't know if you've been to America, but here we love privatization.
No, I mean there's nothing wrong with privatization. It's just that the fact that I think it's strange the way America.
The shit, bitch. That's why my father's in prison for 25 years.
No, but America can afford it though. That's the strange part. America can afford to pay for it.
Well, a lot of my friends don't have health insurance. A lot of my friends even told me they need health insurance, but they can't pay for it.
Okay, and actually, I was going to tell you about this. I make almost $1,100 per month, $1,100 per month, and I cannot afford health insurance.
Oh, that's scary, man. That's why I would never live in the USA. I love the country, the people are cool, but yeah,
I'm
that
moving to
whole
England here
healthcare
soon.
system's scary.
Yeah, I'm moving to England here soon, to a small town outside of London. But yeah, I was actually, I kind of laughed my ass off at this earlier, but I was filling out the visa application because you have to have a visa to move, and I was reading because I was worried because some countries won't let you move to them if you don't have medical insurance. But I clicked on the medical tab and it said the only question I had was, have you ever had any hospital visits while in the UK? No. Okay, that's good.
I'm trying to somehow move to the
Well,
UK.
it's okay.
If people would like to sponsor my passage over there, I'd like to crowdfund this shit, man.
Patreon.
Dude, all I'm fucking doing is I'm using
knowing
That's
some of my
not a bad
friends,
idea. Sorry.
knowing some of my friends, they would stop me at the border and tell me to go away.
Well, why move if you could change the USA? I mean, the USA is very capable. In fact, the USA should have the best single-payer healthcare system in the world. It's just, you guys need to just elect people who are actually.
Dude, I'm fucking afraid
brave.
I'm voting for Bernie Sanders, but
Yeah, Bernie Sanders, I love him. I love Bernie.
I'm so afraid of him getting in office, not because he's gonna fuck up, but because he's gonna become JFK #2. Immediately as he starts reversing the system, they're gonna take his ass out.
Well, you know what? If that's the case, right? If he does become JFK 2.0, well, that's when we can begin to riot on the streets and shit.
The thing is,
two things really quickly. Sorry to interrupt, but two things really quickly. Well, I mean, I'm not moving for the healthcare. I'm moving actually because I think it will further my chosen vocation, which is this. Sadly, yes, this is my life. Second of all, my thing about Bernie Sanders is two things. One, I will vote for him if he gets in. I don't think he's going to get in. I think it's going to be Hillary, unfortunately. But second of all, I'm a bit afraid that if he does get in, it's going to be Obama 2.0, and he's going to promise a bunch of things, hope and change, and then when he gets in, he's going to do the exact opposite. You know
what? I want to throw his age in as a factor. How old is that guy?
Who cares?
He's like 70 odd, but at the same time, look, would you rather have fucking George W. Bush or someone who's telling you the truth about the system?
I'd
rather have a half-walking dead guy than some guy who's fucking full of shit. No,
here's a fucking thing on Bernie real quickly. And
Ben Carson.
Okay.
Oh my god, Ben Carson. Wow.
Elliot, prepare for this to get 90,000 dislikes for what I'm about to say. He reminds me of Ron Paul back in 2012 because, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not paying 99% attention to this election like I was to the 2012 election because I had what you call voter hype. Oh my god, I'm 18, I can vote!
Hey!
That was the first time I ever voted.
Oh my fucking god.
I voted, but I was like, whatever. But
it's out the hype though, right?
The thing about Bernie Sanders, I mean, I guess you can call him Ron Paul without the racism. I know Scott likes Ron Paul, but
I call Bernie Sanders Ron Paul because when Ron Paul, when I just remember back in high school watching his lecture speeches and just tearing apart the other contestants. That's anti-constitutional, this, that, and I hear Bernie saying the same thing, and I'm like, this guy's gonna fall. I don't want him to fall to Hillary, but goddamn.
I know. I'll probably move third party. Whoever's moving your microphone, stop that.
It's not me. Take your microphone out.
We should all also
It's the Canadian.
Yeah, Canadians.
Just to throw the
Canadians.
Hey, we should also try not to talk over each other too, so everybody can get their points in.
Gee, says the person who interrupts all the time.
Suck a dick.
No, thank you. I'm not into that. Because, yeah.
That's not your kind of thing.
Not really not really how I want to spend a day. Sorry.
No,
what else is
That's
new?
not your day job.
No, that's that. Well, it's my day job because I need more money. So what?
Because of your healthcare system.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. It's his healthcare system. Something.
Yeah, healthcare is so fucking groovy that goddamn, I almost went to the fucking hospital the other day due to an issue that I was having, but thankfully my issue ceased. Because the last time I went to the hospital, I got charged nearly $1,500 for something that wasn't even something. I thought I thought there was something seriously wrong with my body because I was having extreme pains in the groin area, like terrifyingly bad pains.
He
And
pulled a muscle in his scrotum.
no,
Oh my goodness.
I actually winked too hard and fucked up and I just tightened my prostate.
For those of you who are new, he talks about wanking a lot.
Wow. You shouldn't
Yeah.
over wanking can actually.
It gets to the point of TMI sometimes. Just saying.
Yeah.
Well, I used to do it like 6, 7 times a day. Now I do it twice.
Thank you.
You should probably
I
diminish that to maybe, I don't know, once a day.
I can take care of myself. Thank you.
No,
This is
you
advice.
can't. This is an intervention, Annika. This is an intervention.
Fuck you. By the way, dude, not trying to piss you off much. I think Elliot told you about this. This isn't freestyle. You might want to not type a lot of messages in the chat.
Oh my fucking god.
What?
Can you try to calm that down a bit, mate? Not you, Sty. Not you.
Oh, I sorry. I thought you was me. I was like, I haven't typed that in.
We do a chat for the PTR board of directors, and see, I knew that was his style because he does that on Facebook. So I was like, oh, you're in for a treat.
Yeah, I told him last night. I'm like, you might want to not do that, Elliot. Might get annoyed.
Well,
Well, I'm in a shitload of group chats and I have them all muted to where it'll actually show that there's messages, but I won't get fucking pings every fucking 5
I'm in
seconds.
one, and that are two, but I wake up every day and it's like 300 new messages, and 299 of them are Andrews or Richards. Same person.
Yeah, probably me. Sorry
But
about
that's beside the point.
I'm gonna work.
Yeah, well, Cyberhammer, bitch. He's strange. Yeah, okay.
No, Elliot, don't do it.
Don't rape the whale.
Well,
Okay, dude, you can do that.
but you know what's kind of funny? Did you guys know that I guess there is another nationality called United Nations? I'm serious. On the fucking visa application, it asked for my nationality, and I went down to United States. That's where I live at, and right above it said, United Kingdom, United Nations, United States, United Arab States. I'm like, what the fuck? United Nations is a nationality now?
That's kind of strange.
I'm like, I thought that was the group of countries that formed a treaty, I'm like, I didn't think that was actually a country.
I thought it was the Antichrist.
I think I might be able to explain that. With
I
international law, when you're crossing a border, there might be for the UN, if you are United Nations, like in the military or something, there might be a special visa for you.
I was gonna say, cause I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't know that was a race.
But it might just be United Kingdom something. I don't know.
Yes, all nationalities are different races, so the UK is a different race. Never mind.
Well, it might just be a special visa.
I'm British and I'm better than all you fucking wags.
What do I know? I'm Canadian.
That's so true. He's finally begun to understand.
I'm opening up. I'm opening up about it.
He is Canadian.
Yeah, dude.
Hey.
Hey, dude.
Hey.
Brady Sharon has liked my photo. Brady, get your faggot ass on here.
I'm from BC.
I'm gonna give a shout out to the Winnipeg
Brady,
Jets.
stop liking my fucking photos and get on PTR.
What are you yelling about, Annika?
I said, Brady, stop liking my fucking Facebook pictures and get on PTR.
He's busy. He's an Australian. He's busy with Australian thing. He's busy catching. He's busy catching the dingoes.
He's busy drinking.
The dingo ate my baby.
He's busy catching dingoes and eating wallabies, and playing the didgeridoo, and drinking Fosters. Because we know everyone in Australia drinks Fosters. He said it.
Jump on the Barbie. You know,
Australian people are very mysterious.
Elliot, have you ever had Foster's before?
Yeah, it's shit.
I actually had some yesterday, and
Hey, Akra, aren't you the guy that does the gaming thing that I'm in? If I'm not
What?
mistaken? Don't you do the gaming thing?
Oh yeah.
The gamer
Gaming
thing.
Daily
Yeah.
Worldwide
Yeah,
Show.
now he invited me to his gaming channel, I think, or gaming community, I think.
He does Gaming Daily Worldwide. He invited me in for some odd reason.
Yeah, well, I make computer games. So.
I don't even know what that. You make games?
Yeah, well, I make.
I want someone to work with me making doing cartoons.
In the group chat, I linked my gaming channel, but no, I'm a game developer. I admin Gaming Daily Worldwide. Actually, I co-own it with Andrew Campbell, and also
Who's dead, apparently.
he's not fucking dead. He's in a loony bin.
You're talking about Walter Disney?
Those are his words. Okay?
Who?
Those are his words. I'm in a loony bin.
Walter Disney? Is Walter Disney still alive or
No, but
what happened?
Walt Disney died in the
Jesus
1960s.
fucking Christ, Eric.
Walter. Walt Disney eats what? There's no on the end.
This is the guy who thought Danzig was in Metallica in Iron Maiden.
I did not.
It's okay, I'm Canadian.
Hey.
Hey, Joey Shithead's Canadian. He's actually smart, so.
Well, good for Joey Shithead.
Yeah.
Motherfucking asshole.
Hey.
Fuck you, Joey. Someday we're gonna have a little conversation about being shitheads.
Dude, you should message him on Twitter.
Oh my god. Okay, so earlier I was.
You can go out and Twitter.
Wait, guys, Anna has a story.
You can Twitter the
Oh
church.
my fucking god, shut the fuck up! Earlier I
did.
went to my. You're gonna die for your sins.
Tell the story, come on, bitch.
Earlier today I went to my friend's house, and his cousin is a huge fan of AC/DC, alright?
How would be nice. Sorry.
And
Oh, yeah. And he showed him ACXDC telling him it was ACDC, yeah.
and then
He
his
did that to your
grandmother
grandmother, too.
his grandmother came in, and no, I'm saying this on air. His grandmother came in, and I'm like, hey, you like AC/DC, don't you? He's like, fuck yeah, I love AC/DC. I'm like, cool. So I'm like, yeah, check out this album by them. She's like, alright. She's like, he had it coming. What? I don't remember that title. Like, oh, you're gonna remember this after I play it. I just played We Kill Christians, and she's like, oh my gosh, what is this? This isn't AC/DC. I showed her the album cover. She's like, Antichrist Demon Core.
I have all their shit on my iPod. I saw them live a couple of years back, maybe 2013, just before they released the album. Which, by the way, if you don't have that album, you should get the album. They were awesome that night. They were full
Hey, Tom,
blast.
you can unmute yourself now. Just be good.
I always wanted to get Sergio onto the show, man. He also plays in a band called Liberate, which I also have. But someone doing slam vocals here. I've always wanted to get Sergio onto the show, man. He's cool. He blocked me though once because I made fun of vegans. So
I made my newest song is in process. I'm doing kind of grindcore vocals to it.
now grindcore's screaming. Slam is the gurgly pig. Yeah, that's.
All that shit's weird.
You haven't met Annika. That stop, please.
It sounds like the Vatican tapes or some shit. It's like, stop scaring me.
It's supposed to sound like that, actually. That's.
Stop.
It's funny because a lot of like the slam, not even metalheads be like, I can't stand it. I'm like,
Pippin Tom, you can totally unmute yourself now. No. Or not.
or don't. You're kind of better silent.
Shit, that's what happened.
What a dick!
Why the fuck was I muted?
Chad, you kept
Oh, because you're Canadian, eh? Probably not.
Fuck everybody. Fuck, man.
You fucking wordless Canadian. The Queen owns your ass and you know it.
The Queen
America.
of England is never going to die.
That's true.
No
She
shit.
will, but when like you're dead first though.
You do know she's only fucking 89. She's not really that old.
It's like fucking.
That's as old as my grandma.
Dude, I can't, like, you know, when she becomes like 109 and she's still breathing, I'm like, okay, now she may not ever die.
Jinx Dawson will never die.
She's still got about 20 fucking years before I'm like, okay, there's a government conspiracy to keep her alive forever.
I don't know why.
So, a lot of my friends are flipping out about the floating city over China, and I'm like, you're fucking retarded.
Frank Watkins of Obituary in Gorgoroth died today at the age of 47.
Good.
He, okay, mute Anarcha, please.
Why did he? What happened?
Because he's annoying. He died of cancer.
Aw. Should have had an
Very,
AIDS.
very good bassist, and he will be missed. And why couldn't it have been Scott Walker?
Why couldn't it have been every pop musician?
There was this dude. Sorry, this is ironic. There was this Canadian politician named Chris Gertson or something, and he's like this Mennonite dude who was like Minister of Justice, and he was pushing like to be anti-pot.
Oh, fuck my goddamn.
But he's like Mennonite, and like a lot of the Mennonites in my culture like don't like pot, and like pot's really kind of like, oh no, pot's scary, and so it's just, I don't know. I just felt like
That's not what they say. That's not what they say.
And that guy died of cancer. So I'm just saying the irony is he probably was taking pot for medication. I would assume there's always an irony to stuff. Life is pretty ironic.
That's not what they say. They say, pot's bad, eh? Oh no, pot's bad, don't you know, eh?
Remember that Sterling Silver dude? Mr. Grimm?
Chicken pots, eh?
What? What's it?
Go talk to Dr. Phil.
Making shit up. What's going on?
What's it?
Me and Elliot are gonna go talk to Dr. Phil.
Brady just
Okay, everyone shut up. It's Anarcha's time to talk.
Brady just invited me to a fucking hangout.
If I wasn't stuck doing PTR, I'd join. But I'm stuck doing this abortion. This shit show.
What a boss.
Here's my show.
Oh, God.
Send him the link to mine. Come on.
Run PTR, join up.
Are you allowed to do that shit?
We might have an Australian on this show soon.
Come on, you sexy Australian. Get your fucking ass on here right now, or I'll spank your ass.
Wow.
I will spank your titties.
Well, actually, Australian women, their accents are kind of hot. But anyway.
Yes, they are.
I agree.
I'm not going there, though.
Oh, yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but know that you want to be Canadian, please. Something else.
I'm proud to be a Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, number. Yeah.
Who wants to move to Canada? Say A.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm not gonna say that because I don't
I
want to move to
would
Canada.
move to Canada.
I wouldn't move there. It's too close to this country.
It'd be fun to try out.
No, it wouldn't be.
Well, that's you, Anarcha, because you're
Canada-
just,
Dude, I don't want to move to a country that's right next to this one.
I don't care personally. I mean,
No, I want to ask you why.
Okay.
Why?
Because according to my brother and other relatives and friends that have lived there their entire life, some of them have lived here, Canada is United States #2, just with a couple of extra goodies. But they say it's actually a lot worse because their government is a total fucking pushover, and they fuck their citizens more than any of the first world governments out there.
Agreed. No, I personally, from personal experience, can agree with that.
okay, let me talk for a second, because I'm not moving for the perfect government. Because if I was moving for the perfect government, I'd move to Antarctica. Okay, where there is no government. I plan on places to move so that they can maybe. First of all, I love racing, Okay, I love auto racing, motor racing. That would be one reason. Second of all, to advance my weird career of will they let people with alternative views on maybe radio? That's why, like, come on, they let Jeremy Clarkson and Charlie Brooker on in English television.
Dude, they let Howard Stern on the air.
Fuck Howard Stern. Howard Stern's a poser.
Yeah, but if he's allowed on the air, who wouldn't be allowed on the air?
Oh yeah. Me. Oh
Jim?
yeah, he said today. Richard said today that my blind guy who makes jokes is a good gimmick. So apparently I'm a gimmick now.
No, I was trying to elevate your talent. Okay, it's a skill. Okay, it is.
Someone explained to Jim, or not to Jim, to Richard, my.
Thanks for comparing me to Jim.
Yeah, you're not half the man he is.
Elliot is 100% totally blind. He is not faking. I assure you.
No, I believe that. No.
No.
You told me that.
Not that. It's that I'm not a fucking gimmick. I'm not a marketing ploy or a puppet on a string that you can just.
He's actually the poor.
Oh, that's it. I'm leaving. Well, if that's the case, I'm leaving. Fuck this. It's me.
Oh.
No.
I can stick my fingers up your ass and get a reaction. Boom.
What?
Hey, quiet, you Aussie.
I'm
Wait.
English, you stupid fuck.
Wait.
Australian. Come on, we give Australian.
Oh, I'm trying to get clear with Elliot here.
Stop.
Okay.
Elliot,
You're
I
leaving
was.
because I'm not a gimmick.
No, I'm saying is, yeah, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. I was trying to,
Okay.
I'm just gonna drink.
No, go ahead.
You don't even know what you're gonna say.
I've got no idea now. You just fully confused me. You know.
Okay, good. You got
We've
psyched.
broken his. Besides,
You broke my brain.
you're like the smartest person here.
I was trying to give you like a kind of like a big up, but failed.
Are you good with these two for a while?
I like Elliot. I like his show. I like the whole thing that he's doing. I
Okay.
tried to say that in a
trying to
joke, but it
explain.
just completely failed.
That's what I was trying to
can't.
explain. No, I was trying to explain. When I said gimmick, Elliot, what I meant was I was trying to say what you have is a knack. You have a
I know what
ability.
you mean. I'm giving you a hard time because of your poor choice of words. It's what I
Oi.
do.
Well, I don't think
Oh
gimmick's
my
a
God.
bad word. I think gimmick is a good thing in the sense of marketing strategy. I mean, look at Bill Maher. Bill Maher's
Look at
gimmick
Donald Trump.
is
Oh.
yeah. Oh, Donald Trump even. Everybody has a gimmick, right? Or some kind of narrative people attach themselves to. So
Anarcha is my official promoter.
Hey!
What?
he's shouting he hasn't been
I'm trying
paid.
to fucking ask Elliot a question. Will you two kindergartners shut the fuck up for a brief second?
What do you want?
Come on, Annika.
I'm gonna jump over on Brady's hangout real quickly.
Oh, you traitor. Fuck
Shut the
off,
fuck
traitor.
up for a second. Holy shit. I'm going to, he's got a bunch of people on his, and I'm going to get them to come over to PTR and have them subscribe.
Good.
Well, if you can get them to join this hangout, that would be fantastic.
Okay.
We appreciate the love, Annika. Bring them over here.
Now
Well,
you can.
It's hard as
Whack
fuck
off.
to talk over people who are talking bullshit.
Well, blame it on the Canadian.
Yeah.
Alright, well, you also have fun, and I'll be back later, alright?
Peace out.
All right, see you later, guy.
Love you.
I don't know what to call him. Hate you.
Hey, you. Love you.
We hate him.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Traitor.
He's nice. He's a bit high strung, but he's cool.
No.
He
I'm
already-
just kidding. He is good.
He's my promoter. He's
He's good too.
basically I
Good.
rely on him to. God damn it! Stop joining and leaving. Basically I rely on him to keep the shit going. So I have to be nice to him.
No, I like him too. I appreciate some of the stuff we've talked about, me and him.
Have you guys talked? Oh well.
Yeah, you put a quote in my church.
Oh, you got a chair?
I've been. Yeah, he has a philosophical
Philosophical.
church.
A philosophical
Fucking
spirit.
Americans, didn't we teach you English like in 1580 something?
Okay,
I
Ozzy.
can't speak
Ozzy.
any language right. Okay, New Zealander.
Sorry. What's your real name? What's your real name, man? Sly?
Are you talking to me? What? It's
Sly,
Bob.
right?
My
My real
real
name is
Bob.
Richard Fucksticks.
It's Bob. Yeah, Richard Fucksticks. I'm very close relation to Richard Dawkins.
Brady,
Nah, I may as well call me.
I grew up down the road.
Brady's gonna join PTR.
Well, actually,
Australian.
PTR is kind of a good station, though. I think.
I'm proud to be
Not
an
Richard.
Australian.
Not Richard, but Dick.
Yeah, Dick Dawkins.
I will from now calling you Dick, Richard. You are now the Dick.
No, not Richard, but Dick.
He is the butt Dick. He is Richard Friesen.
What?
Yes, I get it. Yes, unfortunately, Richard is now the official Dick of PTR.
Yeah.
Hail
Yeah.
Dick.
I'm the Donald Trump of this show, bitch.
Oh my God, get the
That's
fuck out of
sad.
here.
Eric is the official timid guy.
Eric is the official whiny little bitch that does absolutely nothing and says he's gonna move with us, but just keeps flaking.
Trump.
And Eric is the official promoter and guy who says random things.
Yes.
Trump.
And whiny little hypochondriac.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That sounds like a leprechaun who has an AA problem.
Ah, here's someone we haven't seen in a long time.
Hey, Mr.
The most
Free
important
Science.
person in PTR history has logged on. Brady Sherrod.
Hey, wait, we have England, Canada, the United States, and Australia here.
Wow, this is like a United Nations.
We are stretching the links
We
of
are of the
technology.
United Nations. We must abide by our principles that we just made up.
Hello, Mr. Sherritt.
We're on international law here.
Can you shut up for 5 seconds?
Leave me the fuck alone. I'm busy.
You're busy masturbating.
Take your hand off your thing.
That's why I love this guy.
Because he's strange.
Dude, I've sucked him so many times.
Strange. When you're a stranger. So.
When I'm thirsty, I go to him.
Who do you go to?
Can we change the subject now?
Okay, let's talk about.
What are we talking about?
No, we were on a good subject. The United Nations here, the large
talk about-
global.
Well,
Global.
I like the conspiracy theories surrounding the United Nations. They're allowed.
Alright.
Did you know that before they were the United Nations, it was called the League of Nations?
Oh,
I
fuck's
know.
sake, you
Yes, I do.
Really, it was?
Fucking
No.
Annie, I'm gonna call you Anakin from now on. You just ruined my question. I was gonna ask, what was it called before it was called the United Nations? And he fucking said it, you bitch, Anakin.
I only know that because
Fucking
I've
nuts.
done a shitload of research.
I know because I'm.
I'm
Okay, Annika, if you could shut up. I know because I'm a history buff. Like, I'm really into history. So, I know about the League of Nations. It was totally useless because people
Alright,
could just
then.
leave whenever they
Alright.
wanted to.
Alright, how many people actually signed the declaration to make the United Nations what it was? How many?
I
how
have
many?
no fucking clue. Hey,
It was
wait.
12.
You're British. You're British, so we have to talk about the EU now.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, that's fine.
What's your opinion on the European Union?
The European Union is basically Hitler's own creation without tanks.
The
Basically.
European
It's
Union
like
is
Hit-
amazing.
If Hitler's in his grave, he's probably going, why the fuck didn't I just hire a bunch of fucking politicians instead of just trying to like steamroll fucking Europe with tanks? Seriously.
Well, you know what? I'm going to say this. I think a lot of politics are based off of the Roman philosophy of democracy. With that said, it's pretty historical how that's been working out.
Well,
Right.
yeah, I mean, Europe's a good idea in the sense, like the most war-torn area of the planet in recent years, in regards to centuries, has been Europe. Now, I think it's a good thing that we are not killing each other in Europe, but at the same time, I think that they're basically corporate sluts, much like America and most
Yes.
capitalists.
Yes.
That's a bad thing.
Oh
because-
no. All countries are corporate now.
No, I
There's
know that, but I'm saying is like, you know, in its ideals, it started off well. But
For example,
basically
we're
became
talking
corporate.
through a corporation right now, aren't we?
If you ever want a good explanation of why England and all the others joined the EEC, as it was called then, watch Yes Minister. That's
On
all
the
I'm going
talk
to
of
say.
this, a friend of mine who lives in New York City actually went to Wall Street, and he dressed up as he did a little YouTube experiment, but he dressed up as a homeless person, and he begged, and he got like I think $500, but he quickly the next day he changed his outfit. He then dressed up like a middle class person, and he played he strummed an acoustic at a park, and he made approximately $2,500.
So
Wow.
that's what I'm going to do. First, I have to learn how to play fucking guitar.
I'm just gonna act. I just play a tape and just pretend I'm playing the guitar. You know,
No
you watch
shit,
that every
dude. Why do you keep playing the same
That's a
song?
gimmick.
Fake
See,
it.
Why
that
do your
would be a
fingers-
gimmick.
Just
Why do your
fake it.
fingers? Why do they not match the frets? And why do you just keep playing the same song over and over again?
I'm using psychonesis to control the guitar.
There you
But
go.
but
you
the
go.
guitar strings aren't actually moving.
They don't need to move. I tell them to move, and they do it without moving.
You're
With my
a
mind.
dick.
In my mind.
No, you could use neuroscience. You could say, well, simply put, at this moment in time, there is a technological device that is right beside me that is moving with function, and it is expressing what I am not doing with my hands.
I'm not so sure he
That
did
is
much
what-
for Yes Minister.
Yeah, I would like you to say that to a woman with a cock. It's just like, yeah, I do it without my mind.
No, but seriously, someone did mention my church or whatever. I don't know.
You
I
did.
hate that word so
Or
much.
something.
No, actually, I think Elliot did. Sorry.
Dude,
As
I
an
went
atheist,
I didn't mean to. I tried to avoid it as
You
much
try
as
to
possible.
avoid it. Yeah, it's just a church of scientific philosophy, and it's a supportive community.
That,
Non-
it just sounds
no, it's
religious
not- it's
at
an-
that
it's-
point.
It's
Richard.
a non-profit. No, I'm not. I'm a neural minister. Okay, there is a level
No,
of spirit.
just if you include any word that's from a biblical reference to make it sound like it's it's groupthink at its best. The reason why people hate religion is because it includes groupthink. Religion is the most it's like cancer in the disease of men in the mind.
This church is kind of made not for the purpose of. It's actually for deprogramming of other.
I have a question that I've
Types
been
of
wanting to
thinking.
ask for a long time.
Just to help you think. It's to help you think. Sorry.
Richard, I have a question.
Yes.
Why do you call it a church?
Yeah, seriously.
That's actually something I've always wanted to.
That's a good question.
I
Yeah.
went to although further Elliot's question on this because actually I can say a lot more on it. You know those atheist churches that have evolved over the past several years?
Oh, there's
I
been
went-
tons.
I went to one in Seattle and I recorded this, which I need to put this footage on YouTube. But pretty much I went to an atheist church in Seattle.
Hey.
Oh wait, hold on a minute. My question to them
I'll just
was,
interrupt
okay,
with. Sorry, go on, Anakin.
Atheist and
you can be
church
heard.
it just should not be in the same sentence.
okay, hey, shut the fuck up a moment. I may finish. I asked them, I'm like, since I was younger, I've always hated going to church. I'm like, isn't the whole point of, being an atheist and all that, doesn't that involve not going to a church? Because a church is a building in which a religious ideal is congregated. People
Go there.
Okay, I'm going to speak.
No, but
Explain what happened.
atheism itself is an ideal.
No one wonders where I went. I just told you all to get fucked and just left. That was actually unintentionally rude because when I left, my internet cut out, so I didn't actually mean to leave the hangout.
Oh, we love you,
So
Brett.
it looked like I'd offended you and then left. I'm actually not that rude.
No, dude, you're fine. You're fine. You're cool, dude. You're welcome here anytime.
If I was going to do it, I'd do it much more classy and
great.
offensive than
I
that.
cried all night when he left the hangout.
Elliot. Elliot.
I know,
Elliot.
that was my main
Elliot.
concern. That
Man.
Elliot.
Elliot.
That's why I hurried back.
Hold on, bud. People, one at a time, please.
Come on,
Yes.
come on. Well, go on.
Elliot or Anakin. Anakin.
What?
Yeah. Go on.
Okay. Now you guys were talking about
Canadian.
You guys
No,
are
it's
talking.
Anakin now.
Fucking Christ.
Okay, shut up.
Shut the
You-
fuck up and let one person talk at a time.
Shut
Yeah,
up,
let
everyone.
Tom speak.
You guys were
Fuck off.
talking
Hey,
about my
hey.
church. There was talk about my
Tom.
church.
talking.
there was talk about my church, and basically what I wanted to say was it's a church of philosophy that does not deny any other type of religion, but it does identify that religion can cause a psychological complex on an individual, thus resulting in a narrow-minded spectrum of thinking.
Any ideology can do that.
Wait.
Let me finish.
Not to say that you cannot find spirituality through religion, but through neuroscience, it is proven that spirituality and that feeling is a brain feeling of self-acceptance. Ultimately the fears of death that are bestilled in Christianity and like the rapture and things like that. That's ultimately what it's called feeding the wolf of hate, and it causes triggers.
Yeah.
And even Jim
By
brought
who?
up triggers. And those are things that put people on edge, stress people out, that kind of thing.
Yes, we know trigger warnings, and I made fun of your little friend there for that because Jim's girlfriend said the word retard, and your friend got all butthurt about it.
Yeah, you know what?
It's like and then you guys were talking about why it was called retard in the past. Yeah, so was I. Suck it up.
Let's just say there's a reason why she's pinned up. There's a reason why she's pinned up on my church wall right now.
There's a stigma attached to being blind, as I am, which carries certain things with it. That is, you are. Well, there's no other word to say it. Mentally retarded.
It is what it is.
That's not a
No,
bad.
it's-
No, I could in part
You're
consider
looking at it
myself
through
to
a
be
blind
little
lens. I see
physically
it differently.
mentally challenged.
Okay, how do you see it then? Go.
I mean, the mental issues are completely different. I mean, Elliot's
Everyone's
just fucked in
different,
the head,
that's true.
the brain. But his eyes. I mean, his brain is the bigger issue because that's what controls his body. I mean, if he could see, he'd just be much more dangerous and probably have to be restrained for his own safety.
Don't suck up
Right.
to me, buddy.
Right.
Yeah, no, I mean, but people aren't smart enough to realize that. So it's never bothered me if people say something's, but
Freedom for Science. I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
What do you know about neuroplasticity?
Yes, I got a degree in psychology, so I know a little bit.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm a self-practicer.
he's a self.
That's cool. Me too.
Master.
I love it as well.
That's what inspired.
I love the actual. That's my passion in life is studying the brain.
That's awesome. That is my passion. That is the philosophy of the church. That is the reason why I made it. Even if you read it down to the biography, it is a testament to life events that have caused me certain feelings and certain moments that have ultimately been part of my neuroplasticity and also my memory recollection with certain events and enhancing my brain performance as well.
If I enhanced my brain performance, I'd have my AQ soaring to the low teens.
That's Elliot. Your IQ is probably like 140.
I've never taken an IQ test because I've been too busy listening to heavy metal, man. No, I've actually never taken an IQ test because everything's. I tried one. Oh, I'm gonna cry again. Thanks. I tried to take one, but it was so visual. It was like I couldn't do it.
I personally don't care about IQ tests.
Now, what do you mean by visual? I understand you're blind.
I had a whole bunch of things and all visual shite, and it was years. I don't know, but if I took one now, he'd probably be like, "You are amazingly smart when it comes to some things, and dumb as a box of rocks when it comes to things like math." See, the thing about me is like I'm very much an auditory learner. I could do anything if someone tells me it, and then I could solve it in my head. But if I had to show my work, like on paper, I would be in question one for hours and be like, So that's why I never did fucking well in school. But whatever. Anyway, my point was with the whole.
You're an underachiever.
My point with the whole blind as a stigma thing is that I never let it get to me. I never let it. Oh, I'm so emotional. I was like, I actually just tried because of that to consciously beef up my vocabulary.
Sorry.
Yes, you should be. You should cry now.
I am crying. Good
boy. Good boy. I'm gonna have to download the Dayglow Bush's discography now, thanks to you. I chose this as a conscious effort to beef up my vocabulary. So when people like started treating me like I was dumb, well, now and it's blatantly self-serving, but whatever. I do it, and also Jello Biafra's interviews, like when he was 23, that was a big, because you see even like a Bad Religion interview from 1980, and the songs about slaves, like how we're like all slaves and shit, yeah. But like you see Jello Biafra interview from like my age, the song is called "Kill the Poor," and it's about basically Republican to the neutron bomb. The song is about is called "Kill." But what I'm saying is he was so articulate. I was like, wow, I want to be that articulate. I don't want to be the songs called like "Civilized Man." And it's
read the dictionary. That's what I would do.
Grab yourself a thesaurus.
I'm gonna talk like this for the rest of the show,
man. Every time I read a new word, I look it up in the dictionary, and I can learn it.
Yeah, man, like, you're all smart.
Who knows?
Shit.
Quixotic means.
Surfer Elliot.
What'd you say, Eric?
Surfer Elliot.
Shut up, Eric.
What is a palindrome?
Oh God, I know the word. Can't think of the definition, but I would know it if it was used in a sentence or something. You know.
Okay, madam is a palindrome.
Oh fuck! It's 10 something at night, and I've had my brain's not working right now.
Brady, you and I need to talk more off base. And just
off
chat.
Base.
Just chatting. Just.
Hey, that's my man. You leave him alone.
No, it's psychology.
Are we having a cat fight here?
Actually, look me up. I'll give you my website.
We're on Facebook together.
Are we having a cat fight here, buddy?
Yes, we are. He's mine. Hands off.
Tom. I think I'd recognize that name.
Yes, and you should all support 3FS. You should all support. Shut up. You should all support 3FS.org. It's a great website.
Yes. My church actually has been promoting that site, by the way.
And if
Richard, we've got an event coming up which PTR signed up for, but I think they're bailing out. I don't know. What's the verdict?
I didn't know we were bailing out. I thought we were signed up.
Oh yeah. Don't let me talk myself out of an awesome contract. Yeah.
The dogma, right?
Generosity.
Dogma.
But yeah, it's you guys can have all your shows can. We want to be a collaborative thing. I'm going to be hosting a whole bunch of shows, but I can't host 24/7 for a week. Only Elliot can do that. Oh, Annika can as well, I think.
You need to distribute the workload.
I will do as much as I will do as much as I can't obviously be there all the time, but I will definitely do as much as I possibly can.
Just send, dude, Brady. Just send me the fucking links and shit.
You can all, who you also know from like the internet, you should do a march with them, and we'll all march on the same idea. So we'll all march on like the Indonesian or Chinese embassy or some shit like that because of the dogma they do. Yeah, so it's all worldwide, but it's all together. Because I got bigger people in field, all actually like.
I am a globalist. I am a globalist philosopher.
I don't need to be a global citizen.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll if you can help us enough, you can get into our secret planning room, which is where we plan what we're going to do next.
Power to the
With
secret
big
planning
robots.
room!
Or you fucking misspelled secret.
And I shouldn't even bring it up because it's secret. It's not, and once you're in the secret planning room, there is no secret, so it's not a secret planning room because once you're in there, you know all the secrets. So it's not a secret planning room, really.
Right, understood.
But it's still, it's like the war room, fighting in the war room.
I'm not sure how much I can say, Brady, but you misspelled the word secret.
Well, first of all, Brady, I'm going to let you know I have a compromised operating system. As in, it's Windows XP with, it's Windows XP. So.
Holy shit! You're using Windows XP?
Oh my god!
Did I just fuck with everyone's head or what?
Yeah, I'm using Windows 8, I think.
I
used 7 up until very recently.
I need to upgrade.
Right,
I need to upgrade to Vista.
I'm gonna mind fuck you all. Not on the computer that I'm talking to you on. Not on the computer that I'm talking to you on, and not on my laptop, but on the computer next to me that I'm running some scripts. Windows 95, motherfucker.
How does that still support anything?
Because I'm good.
I just figured I would mention that, by the way.
I used XP. I used XP when I first got a computer 5 years ago, and it was already out of date then. Gee, I'm surprised that still supports anything, honestly.
Windows 95 is awesome.
I don't know, because I was 1. I didn't actually use a computer until I was 12, so. But, yeah, I'm using Windows 8, and I do not want Windows 10, so stop asking me computer.
Oh, no, they're pushing for
Mine doesn't ask me.
They want to utilize the Windows 10 holographic technology.
Yeah, because that would fucking work for me.
I know, that's what it is. Well, they might have adaptable. No, it actually is audio effective too.
Oh, whatever. I just use my keyboard.
I fucking love 7.
I don't need all that fancy shit.
Alright, you know what?
Dude, it's probably kid-tested, neuroscience approved.
Let's put it this way. It took me up to about 5 months ago.
Hey.
No. It took me up to about 2.5-3 months ago to finally switch from Vista to 7. I loved Vista. I'm like, fine, you fucking faggots, I'll switch to 7. Stop bugging me about it.
I used XP, and then that computer broke, and I switched to 7. My sister wanted her computer back, so a year ago I bought a computer with Windows 8. And they've all seemed to be working fine. I never used Vista. I heard Vista was shit. So.
Not really.
So who's on the laptop?
I heard for screen readers it's shit though.
I'm on a laptop.
I am on a laptop. I am on a Toshiba shitbox. I think that's what it's called.
Hey, freedom for science, Brady.
Australian.
Brady, do you know how to properly crack a BlackBerry so that I could probably get Google Hangouts on it?
You don't need to crack a BlackBerry tonight. You can just download
An odd
it.
question, but I could give it a go.
It's a BlackBerry tablet.
Now, I would just like to say I do not encourage this. I do not officially endorse.
Elliot supports this.
No, it's up to the owner of the BlackBerry to do it.
Yes, but I do not officially endorse this, and by that I mean I don't want to go to jail.
No, we understand that. No,
But about you, he's scared.
But what is said,
But
what is said by other parties has nothing to do with PTR, Elliot, or Anarcha Casa.
But
Yeah,
that's
does.
right. It's my own. It's my own choice if I want to do that.
Richard,
Dick.
Dick.
It's a dual 3FS and PTR collaboration.
Dick. Okay. PTR distances itself from any illegal activity. However, Elliot is for them.
That's good. That's good.
PTR does not associate with illegal activities. We do not
Except
endorse
for
crime.
when I do.
Unless we're talking about piracy, then we're all for it.
No.
Okay, then there's something I want to apologize about. Elliot, your name and some other people's names were attached by that WayX chick, and they were like
we don't
spouted.
care.
Okay, you don't care. I don't care.
It doesn't matter. She blocked She blocked me anyway. What the fuck do I care? Besides,
Yeah. No, I was just apologizing for.
You don't need to. Okay, besides, you don't need to apologize because if someone annoys you, you could just block the person. So it doesn't matter. I mean, I get friend requests from people all like you randomly, so it doesn't matter. She's gone and she won't be coming back. But yes, the political trendy radio board itself is against all illegal or does not endorse any illegal activity. Elliot Lindemood, however, fully supports it. So go ahead and have
Yes,
fun.
as an individual, that's correct. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But as a group,
Nor does my church endorse any illegal activity
I just don't want to get.
Nor
as an organization.
Why do you keep saying church, dude? That's it must have. As someone who's like fucking non-religious, every time I hear you say the word church, it's just so. I just want to punch you in the face.
He makes a good point. He does make a good point.
Church has
No, seriously, it's just the most
Churches have there's a business model to churches. Churches have certain special tax exemptions, different ways of.
Yeah, but okay, that's fine. But you want to be associated with that bullshit.
Product, which is great.
I'm sorry. It's just
Well, it's easy, also churches sell invisible products, which is always good. Because then there's an amount of it.
It's all about the money. It's all about getting rich off of belief.
Yeah, like church, as soon as you say that, it makes a mockery of atheism, to say the least.
It makes a mockery of pretty much any belief.
Use anti-theism.
I mean,
so my brother's last time got a fucking church.
I mean, I don't mind.
Who's anti-atheism?
Like, I've never liked a church, like an organization.
That means you believe in God.
Sorry, so you would be
God and the money.
Anti-theism is theism. Some shit. What's
anti-theism?
That's actually a really good point. Define theism and then define atheism.
If you're an anti-atheist, you're actually it's even weirder. You're against people who have a lack of a belief in something that they don't believe in.
I think
it's a non-belief. It's a non-belief. So you can't having an anti that. It's a double negative. You can't. It's like it's an oxymoron.
Oh, he broke my brain. I get it. It's so confusing. I get it.
The anti-theist makes sense because
yes.
theism is actually a belief system or a belief, so you can actually have an opposite to it. But if you have a non-belief system like atheism, you cannot have a negative to it like anti-atheism. That's the most like retarded shit in the world.
That's why our church supports. Okay, sorry.
I like it. I'm sorry. I'm joking when I say that stuff.
Yeah, no, I was going to say that's why our
Actually,
church
I know
supports.
everyone here.
That's why this church supports the asshole.
My church supports sacrificing Richard. That's what my church supports.
Well, that's good. That's fine.
Just don't
do it. Just don't do it.
I've not walked into a church since the age of 16, and I refuse to ever walk into another one again.
Well, his church only really exists on the internet webs.
Yeah, that's actually, and in my home too, I broadcast my wireless as the Church of Neurosciences.
Yeah, but like you don't have like a fucking parish.
Well, I would say my room would be like my little temple.
That's like that's like how I call my room a studio because it has my computer and my microphone.
Like almost fucking like a temple of philosophy, or like you could call the LHC the temple of physics, and that wouldn't be crazy talk. Like,
dude, you almost sound like you have
Tom. It's making sense, I think.
Yeah, this is not a crazy church. This isn't some crazy cult.
I know.
This is solid.
If it's not a cult, I'm not interested.
Technically, isn't that bad. If you can overlook the baggage that the actual semantics of the word contains, because it's one of those words that is just a poison in the well of language.
You mean the word church?
The word itself is a poison in the well of language, I think. And
Okay.
Like the word drugs. You can't have words that are an oxymoron, for example.
Right. There's
You
stigmas.
can't have words you like this.
There
Yeah,
are
so you can like
stigmas.
and
Yeah.
the word nigger, nigger. Some people find that really offensive. It's
Oh my God, he said
Right.
the N-word.
how you
Right, and I think it depends the context and what generation you are,
nigger. I didn't say
and the
anything.
progression
By the way,
of
Because
everybody,
I'm
announcement.
there's
You're
a lot of
Anarcho, he hasn't spoken for a while. What were you saying, Anarcho, really quickly?
I said,
Oh,
announcement
sorry.
real quickly. I just finished reading the Quran in full for the 5th time.
Oh, really? Excellent.
I read the King James Version of the Holy Bible 8 times from front to back, and I just finished my 5th reading in full of the Quran, and I can honestly
What do you
say
prefer?
I'm not going to read it again.
Well, I'm gonna
I
bring it.
will-
I'm gonna. Hey, who read who read the King James?
I read the
I
King
have.
James Version.
Whoa.
Shut the fuck up.
Who's
I read the
talking?
He's ready.
State your name.
This guy.
State your name.
Anarcha
Who's talking?
Jonathan speaking. Don't ask me a fucking
Richard,
question.
shut up and let him talk.
I've read the King James Version of the Holy Bible from front to back 8 times. I've read the Quran from front to back 5 times now.
Okay.
And
I've read
I
various.
also read the Egyptian mythology and Greek mythological texts.
Okay.
I've also read the Satanic Bible.
I will not read.
I've read the Quran, and I'm on my second way through, but on the second way through, I've underlined like
So,
half of it.
wait,
And
wait,
I've only
so
read the
Anarcha
Bible
was-
once, and I've
I got a
skipped
quick
like large
question.
parts.
Quick
Old Testament.
question. Quick question. I am technologically deficient. As you guys know, I just told you I'm on XP, and I'm pretty sure that people tinker with my shit. I am, kind of a celebrity. I was on TV for LGBT stuff. There's actually a human rights claim that is going on right now. A lot of the stuff that I think has happened, maybe even with WAX, has somehow maybe affected that. I never meant for that to happen, but I don't know. I don't know her. So
Okay,
you know what?
well, she doesn't.
So-
care. What's your question?
Well, I guess my question, what I was trying to say was,
What's the thrust of it?
well, yeah, I was talking about the King James Bible. Now, the thing about marijuana is it was produced before man was produced. If you read the beginning of Genesis text, you can see the importance that fruits and the seeds that they bear have over
Not
over man.
cannabis, though.
Can you get it out of your mouth already?
Not cannabis and the Israelites were probably not interrelated. The early Israelites, the Old Testament.
No, I'm not really bringing up
No.
necessarily cannabis or marijuana. I'm just saying the
Sure.
Bible specifically says that plants were made.
Plants came before humans. Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't mean to hurry this along, but it takes a long time for people to say points now. You and Annika should get along because he like. But my thing with Annika is that he won't read the Satanic Bible. I just think it's funny how Annika will read like. And Annika
Okay, I had a
won't-
question about the Quran. I have a question about
wait,
the Quran.
Can I finish my thing,
Yeah,
or
sure,
are
okay,
you just
that's
are you
fine.
going to keep
Right.
interrupting the?
Question.
I'm really not trying to.
Just
Elliot, I'll just-
keep interrupting.
I'll
Wait,
just
let
talk
me
to you. I'll
finish
just
my
talk to you.
freaking sentence. Jesus.
I'll talk to you in private chat about it since I can't get a fucking word in on here.
Okay. Everyone, shut the fuck up. Okay, Dick. I'm sorry. You're cool. If you interrupt one more time, we're fucking blocking you. Okay? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
You're cool and everything, but
yeah.
you have a really big
Shut up,
interrupting
Elliot.
problem.
Sorry,
you
man.
fucking Australian
Go
dick.
for it. Go for
Okay.
it. Go for it.
Here are the things I'm going to do. I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to open the door. I'm going to whack you with a piece of raw meat. Then I'm going to leave.
Bring it. I love it, man. You did. Now you're wasting your own time and
Oh, I
you
don't
lose
give
your,
a shit.
your
I just
thought.
wanted, I just wanted
No,
to
no, I just got taught a lesson. I
I
learned.
just wanted to
I learned.
talk on my own show for once.
You got a gentle lashing from Elliot.
Yeah.
Which
I learned it.
get
your
on
own
your
man.
knees
It's
and bend
all
down.
good.
No, no, no.
It's all good.
My thing is, I want to know why Anarcha won't read an interesting text, but he'll read a bunch of weird religious texts that are insane, whereas the Satanic Bible is actually quite interesting. It's all about self-empowerment, being
The
free.
Quran is probably much more satanic, I think.
I'll try to answer you, but if I can actually get a few sentences in. But I'm not gonna try if I keep getting interrupted. I'll just tell you in private chat.
You could just mute them, okay? But continue
Okay.
your words.
Yes,
What were you saying?
I actually will read the Satanic Bible as just a regular storybook, but I won't read it in the way I read the Quran and the Holy Bible in the way of criticism. I have never been able to take Satanism serious as a religion. I've never been able to take it serious. That's why I can't. When I read this Bible, I've been told many different things about it, and from what I've been told, it sounds like a parody mockery of Christianity. So in other words, in my mind, I'm like, well, then if this isn't actually something truly legitimate, then I'm not even going to give it the time of day.
Let me try to explain it really quick. It's first
Can
of
I-
all, most
No, I think you
Satanists
have to read the Quran again, but Elliot, sorry.
most Satanists aren't serious. I mean, most Satanists are atheists who see Satan as a symbol and a representation of
Yeah.
freedom from Christianity. Satan equals freedom. Jesus equals chains or subjugation. So Satanism isn't really a serious. It's very theatrical. The Satanic Bible isn't really a Bible. It's more of just a text. Don't read it like a story because it's not really a story. It's a text. There are theistic Satanists, but they're theists. They're the same as Christians. Just replace God with some horn guy. So yeah, I recommend reading it. It's actually interesting reading, and a little more interesting than the Bible. Okay, Brady, because you're actually like interesting.
No, that was.
Well, hey Brady,
Your heart
since
acted to
Brady,
follow, right? Yeah, Annika, I have a quick thing for him to say. 'Cause I picked it after someone just said to him. Because you said that you just read the Quran 8 times, which is admirable and really commendable.
No,
Fantastic.
I didn't say that at all.
But you have to read it
I
again now. I'm sorry, and
read
because
the
you read it through the lens that it was on the premise that it was a you read it like a skeptic. Now you should. I read the Quran now as a believer to see how people can be convinced of it. So
Yes.
that's the way to read these books.
When I was
That's the
Yes.
most interesting way because they make them so much more hilarious, and
Yes.
if you take it seriously.
okay, now I want to speak up. Now can I say something?
let me refute my point here quickly with Brady. No,
Oh,
you're,
dear.
I'd like to add a comment.
hold on
You
a
can
second.
do it in a minute.
We'll get
Seriously,
to that.
I'm getting kind of annoyed with you at the moment. Listen,
Just wait your turn, bro.
the first 2 times I read the Bible were my attempts of actually trying to become a true Christian. I was trying to actually understand it and believe in God. So the first 2 times of me reading King James Version, I was actually trying to become of the religion. The third time, I considered myself a Christian, but this was around the time when I met YouTube personality The Amazing Atheist, and when he kind of opened my mind to atheism. So then I read it as in, okay, now I'm gonna read this again, but I'm gonna really look into this. 3 and 4 were my going from Christianity to agnosticism. And then afterwards, it was just criticism and refutation. I read the King James version of the Holy Bible 8 times, the New International Version twice. I've read the Quran 5 times. The first time I read the Quran was after my third King James version read, because I thought about converting to Islam because I was told that it was a better religion.
I have to say something public here.
Oh my fucking God.
Okay, you said agnostic, and for some reason, Wayex on my church page, because she's a saboteur, she specifically said that I was an agnostic, and I had to delete that post. So just for comment's sake, I had to say that. Another comment I needed to make, though, because you guys are talking about the Quran and the comparison to the Christian Bible, What I want to know is, my dad he's a very strong atheist, and one thing that he always mentions is right now the Christians did the Dark Age Crusades, while my dad thinks the Muslims are going to be doing a reversal.
First of all, the first thing I'm going to say is I think Weeks, whatever, fucking Youngblood, is probably a troll. I don't think she's as serious as you make her out to be, just because she's just seemed bipolar and wrote like an idiot. But no, I think someone said the thing about Christians is they were violent many hundreds of years ago. That's why, like, Christians, I don't understand how Muslims can be so violent. I'm like, well, because your religion's fucking peace, love, and flowers.
If you read the Bible and the Quran in full, you'll realize that the Quran is an updated. I call the Quran, because in the Bible there's the Old Testament and the New Testament. I call the Quran the third testament of the Holy Bible. And
okay, probably part of the Trinity.
If you can't go down that road, I do it as well. They're called the Abrahamic faiths. You have Judaism, you have Christianity, and you have Islam. But then if you accept that, where do you end? Because then you have Joseph Smith, the Book of Mormon, is Nephi a prophet?
The Jehovah's Witnesses, and
exactly. Jehovah's Witnesses, they use the Bible, so that doesn't count. But
if you want to get extremely technical, well, this is going to be the last one.
Or this sort of thing. Yeah.
This will be one of the last points I make because I'm getting tired of being interrupted. But
I'm going to jump out soon.
Okay. Really quickly, for everyone who thinks I was a dick because I yelled at people who constantly.
I've had fun. But
sorry, I have to clear the air here really quick.
Like me,
I am the host of the show, and so I reserve the right to be an utter cock to anyone I choose.
Hey.
When Elliot talks, that means we are being quiet, and we have to ask him if he can say something.
No. It's okay. Look.
I think it's fair what Elliot said.
If you've got something to say, you can wait till the end, or if someone stops talking, you can say, "Hey, are you done? Because I'd like to say something." But just jumping in randomly while someone's trying to talk—that's not professional behavior.
Yeah.
And for any viewers we might have, as if it will also be really cluttered because all you hear is and I mean I know that's better than hearing my voice, but still you should probably Dick needs to learn some etiquette, or else I will beat him with the trout.
I think I'm learning.
A trout, not a herring.
Nope, trout, because it's a funny name.
I like it. It's even more hilarious. It's fucking trout.
I would like to make a comment.
I don't hit a person with a trout. They cut a tree down with it. In the Monty Python sketch.
Is it Wolf King? Is it the tree on fire? Oh, no, you don't have to ask my permission, but at least wait till someone's done talking.
Well, you guys are talking about me. I want to stand up for myself. Now, I understand that you keep focusing on me as being a guy who interrupts.
Fucking Elliot said, "Start talking over you," because I got to. Yeah, but Annika, I'll see you soon.
That's what I'm saying too.
And I'll go through some shit, but I might be back if you guys are just hanging out late.
We will be back. We will still probably be here.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on, bro.
All right.
I love you,
Elliot.
man.
It's been great having you on, dude. And if you want to come back later, you can.
Yeah, hey Brady, check out my shit. I've been following you on YouTube.
I don't like to check anyone's shit.
Bye, Brady, my love.
See you guys.
Later.
See ya. Come back if you see. Okay, see. There's also a problem here with lag because I understand there's a problem with lag because we're not in the same place and the internet's only as good as it is.
Yeah.
But like I said, people keep jumping in and interrupting. And sometimes, like I'm not that confrontational about it, but sometimes I have to be, and sometimes I have to throw Eric at you. I will throw Eric at you if you interrupt me again.
Elliot. So I just want to say, I understand what your point is. How I don't want to disagree. I just don't make me the pinnacle of that, I've learned my lesson.
He's not making you the pinnacle of it. He's simply pointing out something that you're doing that is driving. That is.
And
I
I've
know,
done the
I
same
know,
thing
I
to
am-
Anarcha too, because
I am-
Anarcha's done the same
I am
that to
thing.
me all the
stopping
time.
that. I am stopping
I
that.
still do it to you all the time,
You're
buddy.
not the only one he gets after, by far.
Mason, and you. Well, no, it's not just me who gets after. Other people who've been on the show have yelled at people who constantly interrupt too, because it's not fun if all you hear is blah 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 blah, blah and 5 people trying to make a point at once. And I understand, like I said, lag and things like that, but there is a point where you just kind of say, you know what, I'm just gonna wait till someone's done talking. I mean, I've done that on shows before where I want to make a point. Maybe I'll make a sound, but if no one stops, like I'll go, but if no one stops, I'll go, oh shit, I gotta wait until it's my time.
Hey,
Here's a perfect example of this, real quickly.
Okay. That was
I'm
just
going
a
to
test.
kill you
That was
now.
a test. No, that was a test.
You do it
That was-
once or
that was
twice,
a
and then you.
test.
Okay, that's it. Anarcha, bring in the cyber hammer.
Oh dear.
Anarcha, you have an
Oh.
example.
There you go.
Anarcha, you have an example.
Alright, one of my firm examples of this behavior is, I have a friend, her name is Nadia, even and this thing she does,
Yes,
she
I'm
does
still
this,
trying to get on this fucking
only
show.
she's fucking huge on this, she has a lot of people, but there are times when, I've been in, some of her hangouts last 6 to 8 hours long, but, like, she'll have a maxed out, like, full party in a hangout, and there'll be arguments. There's been times before when I've been in the hangout for hours on end, and, like, let's say, at 1400 hours, they're talking about a subject, and I want to say something, but I'm like, okay, well, there's absolutely no way in fuck I'm going to be able to get a word in because there's like 20 people up in this bitch talking left and right. So what I'll do is, even if it's 30, 45 minutes later, I will finally say, hey, when shit's calmed down, or whenever I feel the shit's calmed down, which anymore Nadia's like, let Anarcha talk, because, I've been friends with her for over 2 years now, but I just waited out until everything is calmed down, and then I finally make my point. I'll say, yeah, by the way, since people were having anarchy in the UK about 45 minutes ago, I couldn't say this shit, but on that topic you said earlier, this is my
Yes.
opinion on that, and from
You should
there,
be. Yeah.
I'm going to make a comment. Part of my learning disability is that I take notes. Okay? I take literally physical notes to keep me up with exactly what you said, Anarcha. Sorry if I said that wrong. But what I mean is exactly what you said. If you have something to say and it's like a point that was made like a half an hour ago, just wait. And I think that's exactly what I understand. Yeah.
I've done that before, especially like at Metal Gate when they had Sargon on, and I was like, okay, he and Scott are talking. I'll try to get in if I can, and I did manage to get some words in, but it was only when there were empty spaces or when I but after he left, because he was only on for about 10, 15 minutes, I was like, yeah, something about he was talking about. So yeah, I know to that sometimes you can't always jump in with whatever, and I've had to learn that because I have a superior, some people have an inferiority complex. I have a superiority complex. Basically, I'm the best goddamn thing in the world, and
Me
you
too.
guys should all
I have the
worship
same
me.
thing. I have
But,
the same. It's all the
No,
God.
no, it's hard to sometimes when I'm the co-host, or when I'm a guest, it is kind of hard to be like, oh wait, I'm like sometimes I'll find myself saying things that the host would say on other hangouts. I'm like, oh shit, I'm not the host here. But
I've actually kind of broken into a new habit of like I've done it a few times on this hangout, but kind of started with getting on some of Nadia's. Like what'll happen is there's a lot of people just shouting back and forth, and I can tell she or whoever the host is like, I clap or I say shut the fuck up, and I've been getting a lot more confrontational about that because I did it a couple times on this show, and sometimes there needs to be someone to say shut the fuck up and let people talk one at a time.
Right. Let's think about the Senate or any type of democratic system. Is there a holder of the floor, somebody
The House
that's
of Commons.
right? But there's always somebody that can say quiet, right? Hold the floor or like that type of thing.
Well, I don't
do
mind
anything that
I don't mind things like that, but at the same time, and so it depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Sometimes, like I remember when Jeremy and Wolf King were just talking about politics, I honestly unplugged my microphone and took a nap because I was just like, oh, I'm bored. They're not talking about anything I'm interested in. Literally, woke up and they just left. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Right.
there's
Well, Elliot, what I would suggest is you establish if you're going to be doing a chat, you establish a co-host that could keep up with the people.
that's
who
usually me.
I am me. I am the host. If you want to cross paths with me, you will be killed.
I'm generally the person. I'm generally the kid in the back of the room that has to say, "Shut the fuck up and let them finish."
Because I kind of like watching people yell at each other. It's funny. But yes, I have my 24-hour kill trucks on constant watch, bitch. But yeah, so that's just a little lesson in hangout etiquette for anyone who's listening. Don't come in and start screaming diarrhea. Actually, if you did that, that'd be funny as hell. So.
Diarrhea! Diarrhea! Sorry.
Okay.
I seriously doubt anybody but Elliot got what I just said.
Ah, I got it. Did you just quote the Sex Pistols, by the way? Anarchy in the UK. How dare you quote the Sex Pistols?
Sex Pistols are overrated.
No,
I like them.
Diarrhea is over fucking rated.
I like
Dude,
them. But
I say that all the fucking time to people, just because they're like, that's so punk rock. I'm like, I know.
I like the Sex Pistols, but yeah, they are overrated. But I mean, I think they're good.
Just like the
but
Ramones.
The Sex Pistols are like the Beatles when it comes to overrated
X-ray
bands.
specs, bitch.
Hey,
Everyone
did you
needs
guys,
to listen
do you,
to the
anyone
band.
know?
Don't fuck around with my time, motherfucker.
Hey, now that we got
Just saying.
Sly, sorry to fuck around with your time, motherfucker. Did you have something to say?
No.
You're yelling at us
Okay,
and then
okay,
oh,
so
I
you-
don't know, just being a
I
dick.
just like to be controversial for no apparent fucking reason.
Yeah,
You
you're
know-
the you're the opposition.
what?
I just blame League of Legends, that's all.
You're
You
just
know
the-
what,
you're the
Sty?
opposite.
You're welcome back on the show anytime.
Not you though, Richard. You're fucking bad.
We were
Hey,
talking
excuse-
about music. We were talking about music, and we were talking
Yes.
about the Sex Pistols. Have you guys ever heard of Thurston Moore, Sonic Youth?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
Yes.
heard of them. No,
Okay.
we haven't. We've
No,
been
I
listening to
haven't.
rock.
Okay. Let's say now. You know, I promote Sonic Youth. I really love them.
Ah.
I know they're even broken up, whatever, but I still promote their
Cam
music.
Jordan's a bitch.
I just
Anyway.
think bitch in that context, like bitch.
I have no comment because I have no experience with the individuals. But
I like Led Zeppelin.
I have.
Thurston Moore is a cunt.
Hey Elliot, tell him your opinion of Mr. Kurt Cobain.
I didn't finish my point though.
No one cares, shut up.
Fuck you.
When it's about Sid Vicious. Sid Vicious is from the Sex Pistols, right?
No, he's from Metallica, obviously.
Guys, come on. Come on.
I thought he was in Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
He's from Iron
Anyways.
Maiden.
Fuck in my dreams. He's in my
Pieces of
dreams.
shit, you fucking pieces of shit. For fuck's sakes, I'm gonna fucking get an
Fucking A, eh?
angry punch in the
You're gonna get
microphone.
He's gonna get eight. That's like Canadian.
He's in, no, Dick.
Look at my face. Look at my face on the screen. That's the face of the Hulk.
Sid,
He's
Sid, Sid,
He's about to.
Oh
Sid
my
Vicious.
That looks like someone's face that's got a nipple. For fuck's sake. It's like, stop.
No, I really need to change my profile picture. I think it gives off an
Vicious was
illusion.
Sid Vicious was the tuba player in Kiss.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Anyways, so Sid Vicious and Thurston Moore, back
Or
in
Butt,
the
or-
back in the early, fuck, guys, okay, back in the early punk scene, they were at the same show together. Thurston wasn't playing then, but whatever relevance this has, I mean, that's the connection Thurston has with punk rock and that scene and that type of art and what was going on at that time. If you guys know the background of music
I don't
after
know.
punk.
I was born in the 80s. I got no idea what music is.
I'm a musical historian, so yeah, you're talking to someone.
I'm a noise musician.
Sonic Youth was a band who was presented to me as noise. So when I heard them, I was like, they sound pretty poppy to me. So, I know Thurston Moore.
When did you hear them? What record?
I don't fucking know, like the
Okay,
first or
you're-
second
I
album.
fucking love
was-
Confusion of Sex, Sister, Evil.
It was
Dog,
loud
and,
and stuff, but
all
like
of them.
I like a different kind of noise. But anyway, I know Thurston Moore released his friends with the Butthole Surfers and did a Venom live banter 7-inch, which I have. I have that. It's hilarious. But
Okay.
Thurston Moore is a cunt. I've talked to him online. He's a cock. So fuck
For
him.
real, eh?
We hate Thurston Moore.
Boo.
But yeah, Sid Vicious and Glenn Danzig played in Iron Maiden together.
I don't have an opinion on Thurston until I talk to him myself, I guess.
Oh
I
god.
met
That was
Kim
fucking
Gordon
fake.
of Sonic Youth while I worked at Rasputin up in San Francisco, California. She came in and she bought Gospel 7-inch.
For real.
It was funny listening to Gigi Allen's phone conversation. It was funny listening to Gigi Allen's phone conversation about, I guess, Sonic Youth gave Gigi Allen a plug, and Gigi's like, "Wow, I've never said anything nice about Sonic Youth." Because he's Gigi fucking Allen.
I have good things to say about Sonic Youth. They inspired a lot of my creative thinking with music.
You know, cunt inspired mine.
The how they did it was their tunings on their. Anyone here play instruments?
Yes, but I don't know the first goddamn thing about tuning. So pretty much the way I tune my bass is, all right, sounds decent. Let's use it.
Okay, well your classic is called the classic standard tuning E A D G B. Yeah, sure, dude.
What'd you say, Annika?
No, he was singing
voices
the tune.
Every guy but a Sarge.
That's how you know what to tune your guitar to. But anyway, Sonic Youth, what they did was they would tune like the first top 4 strings to like F sharp and then like B, E, E or something, or they would really, and then each guitar is different. So if you play guitar, I mean, it's just really cool. I don't know. I like that.
Nerdy.
Someone could translate that for me, because I don't know. Like I said.
Yeah, I've got no idea. It just sounds like someone's going. Blah, 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 blah,
See,
blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I've had people tune my drums for me, but I've never had anyone tune a bass. Basically, I only play like the lowest string on the bass, and it sounds about right, so I just use it. So I don't know if it's
well,
tuned
the
to F
thing
sharp
is music is a universal language. No matter what you tune your bass, normally no matter what you tune your bass to, wherever you put your finger is going to be where that note or that sound that sounds right is going to be.
I need a wife like that.
So if you shut up. so if you're tuned on a G and you're actually playing an E, well, you know what? It doesn't matter because it's still the same sound.
You know what? As someone who actually plays bass guitar left-handed and plays guitar right-handed, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I've never actually been good at reading music, but I'm very kind of astute.
No, I can't
my bass guitar.
I can't read music.
I have a natural.
Like I've written songs for people, and basically I do the Jello Biafra thing, just singing into a recorder. And someone tried to explain to me what chords I'm like. Oh, are you looking for a E D flat? I'm like, just play the fucking song. I don't know what I'm looking for.
That's
Just
awesome.
I've got no idea.
play
what
it.
Elliot, we could spend some time with my keyboard. We could try some stuff out, man. And even on one of your shows, we did it live before you got to know me better. And it was
I
really.
discovered how annoying you were. Oh no, I knew that already.
See, you discovered me when I first started the church. You have to understand it was a heightened point in my life.
Oh my God.
And that's, well, anyway, but no, now you're getting to know the more centered me.
You see, not too many. Elliot's kind of one of the rarest cases, but not too many people actually get to truly know who I am because most people I meet online are nothing but social links to me. I've actually kind of developed a friendship with Elliot, which is actually extremely fucking rare.
Oh, that
I,
sounds
never,
good.
I just never let it. I just never let my relationship with people go past online
Elliot, are you
social
gay?
connection.
Elliot, listen.
What? See,
Yeah.
no, see, I'm the opposite. Whenever I talk to somebody,
So you're not gay then?
what?
I'll be honest with you.
That way.
This is my example. Hey, this is my
Shut up,
example of
Sty.
I'm not
social.
even joking.
This is my example. This is my example of desperate social interaction with strangers. Literally nobody in my city. No, I swear to you guys, not. Literally nobody in my city wants a thing to do with me.
But that's because you are a strange. You know, people are strange when they're strangers. It's one of the classic.
Exactly. You know, that's a very good parable. That's a very good parable.
I was about to say something really quick here, and what I was about to say is, see, I'm the kind of the opposite when it comes to Anarcha. I go online and my social links, I don't think of them as any like I think, okay, are you cool? If you're cool, hey, because I only want, not to be elitist or anything, but I only want cool people.
Yeah,
that
I think that's
So,
reasonable.
so whenever I talk to people
Yeah.
who are on the show, I don't want to just be like, okay, well, just give me a link and like my page. I'm like, hey, let's talk about something. So, you can call me, soft or whatever, but it's actually just because I have judged you worthy of my time.
Well, I think.
Well, yeah, no,
I don't think that's
social
unfair.
screening.
No, I don't think that's an unfair statement that
It's
you
sly.
make.
I want to.
It's slide, not slide.
I'm not trying to interrupt. I just wanted to say what you're doing is, I would call it social screening. It's actually a process that I have developed too. It's you don't just let anybody in your front door. You have to. Why let the lions into the den when you could have just kept the door locked?
I try people out. I try people out, and some have worked, some have not. We've had to get rid of some people, unfortunately, because they were complete morons.
Wayx.
Well, I think.
She got rid of herself.
You don't
What were you saying?
No, but
He's
hold
referring
on,
to a
guys.
few
Hold on. I
different
think.
things.
Anarcha, wait.
Yeah, I think Elliot makes a good point, though. I think that we all want to interact with people, right? And exactly what you just said there. It's like you can interact with certain people, but sometimes you find people who are more conducive to your, I guess, how you are on the internet, right? And that's fine. I mean, I don't see a problem with that.
I'm kind of a hermit.
And what I like about this show is it's political trendy, right? That's the
Political Trendy Radio.
That's right. So if we keep it within aspects of politics, which is
Oh,
pretty
for
much
the
anything.
last time. Oh, shit. I forgot to tell you guys. I got a message on PTR. Did you see this, Anarcha?
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
missed
Just
on
decided to
PTR.
let you handle it.
I have excellent song from 18-year-old rap star, self-entitled, letter to Donald Trump that you should play for your political audience. Okay, first of all, he spells like a 2-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
Donald Trump. That's not.
No, the guy, Frank Gibson.
That's not a shock.
Yeah, I know shit. No, Frank Gibson. Second of all, something is not self-entitled unless it's titled. But third of all, Political Trendy is a song. It is a hardcore punk song. Yes, it is obscure, but you can look for. But I can direct you guys to the link. Basically, I chose the name because it was the name of my blog, and people kept thinking it was political. But it is a punk song. We can talk about politics. We don't have to talk about politics. We can talk about raping monkeys if you're interested. But yes,
You know what,
trendy.
I was going to say, if you think about the concept of political trendy is anything that you talk about that's trendy actually reflects the politics of the time.
It was a song by Shocking Grasp that I really liked.
The show is about anything and everything you want to talk about.
It was off their WFB Sessions demo recorded in 1983. And Anarcha, I will send you the link so you can upload it so we can finally shut people up. Because I'm tired of answering these questions.
We're not a political talk show like
Well,
Jones,
we can be. We can be.
But that's
if you,
not the only thing
Right.
we are, though.
But we can also talk
right.
about music. We can also talk about
Well, I
life.
can show. I have actually got a radio station that's actually on there right now. But
We're not Jon Stewart. We're not.
Wait, you want a
over
radio
there.
station?
We're not.
no,
Bill-
I've actually got a radio station. It's actually on there right now.
Why am I not on it?
I don't know if you noticed, but if you look on my screen right there, there's the music I'm playing on my radio
You
station.
can't see.
Yeah, I know, but
No,
always
I
yes, it is.
know I
Anarcha. Sorry, Anarcha. I wanted to say no. I'm not trying to steal the show or anything. If that's what you thought.
No one's thinking that.
That's not what
Okay,
we were talking about.
okay.
We're just saying. I was just clearing up the air because so many people think that this show is an all political show. I can't think of a better name for the show. If I can find a better name for the show, I'll change the name. But I can't think of a
I think
fucking
the name is perfect because politics and trendy trends that they just go.
But unfortunately, it pigeonholes me into something that people think, oh, well, you're
Right,
this.
okay,
so you're just
okay.
talking
No,
about
I understand what you're saying. No, no.
Well, I think the thing, Elliot, I think the more guests you have and if you acknowledge the name is a pigeonhole and you make light of that as fun, then it's not a big
I just thought it sounded. I just thought it was a cool name for a song, and a cool name for a blog, and a cool name for a show.
well, there you
political
go,
trendy.
well, it's
But-
still cool then, right?
That is something we talk about here. Political and like I sometimes read Facebook's trending thing for fucking.
Well, I didn't subscribe and listen for no reason, dude. So
Well,
How
I
would you
actually tweeted some philosophy. I said a good opportunity is often missed because your mind has tricked you away from it because it was too challenging or it felt too right even. No, I actually say if something sounds good, feels good, do it, even if you shouldn't. To quote that stupid song. But that's kind of go with the flow, feel what's and that's a good way of going.
Di
about it.
hasn't subscribed yet. How dare you?
dude, it's just I will be honest. It's like my first time in the sense, like I do listen, but it's my first time engaging, so I do apologize.
I'm surprised he's actually listened and been like, huh, this is actually interesting. Rather than listening and go, holy shit, they're awful. I'm running away.
Oh no, because I do think you raised some good topics, and it's light-hearted banter as well. I like that. I don't want it to be like super political, because that I can watch C-SPAN for that. If
Yeah, exactly. Why? I want it to be like. I want it to be like guys hanging out, like
just chilling, and at least bring up politics.
A cool dude group. It's a cool dude. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't have. You know what, dude? I am a subscriber on the G Plus, but I'm not one of anything else.
I will join one of your hangouts eventually. I've just been super busy.
Well, exactly. You've seen my hangouts are fucking insane. But I
will
I'm
be joining, and I'll be. Don't worry. I won't promote myself that much.
No, I don't care if people promote themselves. I'm quite happy with that cross promotion, whatever the fuck it is. That doesn't bother me, right? If people have got good intentions for hangouts or whatever, that doesn't bother me in the slightest.
It's just that, like, why? I don't mind people promoting themselves, but like, I yelled at Anarcha about this. If that's the only thing you do is mention, well, on my channel, I'm like, dude, talk about something besides yourself. But I'm fine with people promoting them. Say, hey, by the way, you can subscribe to me on YouTube at youtube.com/ whatever. But people who the only thing they do is promote themselves. It's kind of like
redundant.
Yeah, I don't really do anything. I mean, the only thing I do, I guess, as promotion-wise, is just my own like little radio station I've got, like, as you know, and just me gaming, because I make 3D games or models or whatever the fuck it is.
Cool.
So that's the only thing I do. But I love to engage in other people's hangs as well, because I think, like yourself and other people in the community, I've got a lot to say, and which is important. And you try and, like yourself, I don't think you try and make a big deal of yourself in that regards. But everybody has to promote some shit at some time. So
I'm trying to, and I'm a horrible promoter, and that's why I like having Anarch around, because he actually knows what he's doing. Sometimes he goes into little fugue states, but we usually beat him
Okay,
up a
well,
little bit.
I'll give you guys some background to me. I've had a lot of real life experience. Like I've been on the news. I've been investigated. I've gone through a lot of weird ass shit in my life, and so I mean, not to mention anything specific, nor do I know what it was an investigation for. Probably a human rights thing or some bullshit. I have no idea. But regardless, what I'm trying to say is I would like to be on the show or any show that is willing to listen to what I have to say from my aspects. Like this show is great, and I like to call this the Cool Dude channel. This is where we can talk about stuff that we don't have to name things, nothing specific. You don't have
I do
to.
name because I'm a dick.
I know you do. You're fucking good at being a dick.
So, yes, but come on. Do you think you've lived all that much when you hear about Jim's stories?
Well, I don't know how old Jim is. I'm 27, and
40.
he's
39.
a baby. He's only a little baby. Oh, 27.
Hey, I'm younger than he is, so shut up.
Oh, you're even.
Okay.
Well, I don't
Well,
know.
I've been through a lot of shit.
Yeah, you're in the fucking baby pen. Deal with it.
Yeah, well, as the older statesman in the room, I guess. Lol. I would
Let's
say.
just say.
I
Sorry,
would say
I have to interrupt.
No, hold on. If you're gonna run the show, and I think what Elliot's trying to do, I think it's a good initiative. Right? It doesn't matter how old you are, obviously, but if you got the right intention, I think that's always good.
Yeah, I mean, we have people. I'm only 21, and we've had people. Scott's 30, Jim's almost 40. It doesn't matter how old you are, as long as you're. Well, like, I mean, I don't really think I have the mentality of a 21-year-old. So
no, that's what I just said.
I can talk to the older people better than I can talk to my generation. And
Well,
I
think it's your
That's
intention.
awesome.
No,
I
think
actually
it's your
agree.
intention.
I think Eric's 2, actually.
Oh, shut up, Elliot.
Oh, he's still on. Holy shit.
No, he's
No, but
listening.
if you got
He's a
the
listener.
to go somewhere like, other than being a brat or a child or whatever, I think that's a good thing to do. That's just my opinion. I think Elliot, you're trying something that everybody's trying to do, which is communicate, form a community, blah 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 blah. Why not? Everybody else.
All healthy tribal human
That
stuff.
blow up one day will one day be on a compilation, the best of Elliot Lindenberg. If you can't shut up, you're getting blocked.
What?
If you
One thing I wanted to say is if you want to talk about publicly what's the word to use, publicly promoting yourself, man, most of my posts are public posts to the entire city, it's just like, I'm talking back to the city that's treated me like shit. Like, I've had weird fucked up shit happen on buses. Cops don't want to talk to me because they call me a nuisance when I'm actually trying to get legit help. That's why I would appreciate even an emergency broadcast if I had to, if there was something really messed up going on.
My thing here really quickly, you can mention names or you can't if you think it will, be better not to mention. You don't have to mention, or you can mention. I don't really get. I mention names because I think people need to be held accountable to what they've done. People are like, well, I don't want to know that this happened. I was like I've been in circles where people are like, well, I don't want you to tell anyone this happened. I'm like, why the hell did you do it? And why'd you make it so public if you don't want me to tell you what happened? So
right. But I also want to say too that Elliot, I want to add a comment. From my personal background, listen. From my personal background, I stopped using Facebook at a certain part of my life, and then social media took off. And then when I got back onto social media, I didn't even realize that I was posting public posts.
I always knew I was, because I knew I could change it. I didn't use Facebook until a little bit after it got popular. I usually am the last to jump on any sort of bandwagon because I don't give a shit. Like, I barely started using Twitter earlier this year, and it was basically because I could follow racing teams I liked. I don't like
Right.
reply or retweet or anything. I just basically use it. But
Yeah.
yeah, everything you do is public, and we're all watching you, and Big Brother is watching you. So watch out, bitch.
Yeah, no, for real. I think I have some type of privacy, or not, no privacy. What's that called? Piracy. Right now with my ISP. So I don't know what happened.
Yay, they're listening to this show.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, and yeah, for whatever reason, I got dinged for the same thing twice, and I don't know what happened. So.
Oh, it's the only thing that would make better that would make this show better is if Alan Partridge joined.
Aha!
Yeah, aha, yes.
Sorry. I am English, I know exactly.
Oh no, I watch a lot of British shows because they do more
That's
for me.
fucking awesome, maybe.
Yes. And I remember I was watching the first season of Top Gear, and they had Steve Coogan on, and they had an Alan Partridge thing, and I was like, oh, this is kind of. And then my friend Bishop mentioned Alan Partridge, so I started watching. I was like, so I watched Alan Partridge. I watched The Thick of It. Yeah, Charlie Brooker, good shit, man. And you can swear on TV over there.
Yeah, after 9 o'clock though.
Yeah.
So why can't you say the C word in Canada?
Oh, you can't say cunt in Canada.
So I cannot say it, or
That was a song by the Australian comedian Kevin Bloody Wilson. His story, and I don't know if it's fake or not. Remember, he's a comedian. Is that
His name's Steve Coogan. The guy.
what?
Oh, I'm just saying, Alan Partridge's name is Steve Coogan.
Yes. Yes, Steve Coogan, very talented actor.
He's fucking awesome, actually.
Yes, he is. But the thing about you can't say cunt in Canada was, I guess Kevin Bloody Wilson is an Australian comedian who was on a world tour, and they told him he was in Canada. And he told the audience, or he told the people, okay, yeah, my show's mature. When they're like, well, you can't say the word cunt. He's like, what? So he opened up his Canadian song, or he opened up his Canadian show with, "Oh, you can't say cunt in Canada," and I sent him that. I sent him that that song. I thought it'd be funny because, yeah.
you psyched them out.
So basically, we need Alan Partridge and we need Bob and Doug McKenzie. So we need England and Canada. Okay.
I went with one thing.
Okay.
Okay. Hey there, Bob. You want to pass me another beer there, Bob?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, hey, come on now, Doug. I don't think you want another one, do you?
There's this really cool show that was called Sci Factor and the Cougar. It was basically if Bob and Doug McKenzie had dropped out of school and become like truckers and I don't know what up, but it was a really great show. But anyway, what were we saying?
Weird.
Oh, fucking! I like old shit. I don't know why. It's just
One thing I want to say that's important about our generation, especially anybody born in the 80s or even early
Like me.
90s.
I was born in the 80s.
I was born in 88.
I was born in 82, motherfucker.
you're all old.
Hey,
and shit.
that's
I am
you're the same
old.
age. Sly, you're the same age as my sister.
It's Sty, not Sly. Is your sister
Sorry,
fit? Just ask
sorry,
her.
I can't see it. I can't
It's
see it anymore. I'm
Slime.
kidding.
Your name is now Slime.
Sly, it's like Sylvester Stallone, right? Sly.
Yes, you're Sylvester
Don't say
Stallone.
that!
I couldn't read it.
Help! I cry.
I'm sorry, I just.
Oh, God.
I think you broke him. The funny thing about Canada is they have the similar accent to the people from Upper Michigan, and there was a band called
Oh, come on.
the Youpers, I think, or the Yuppers, and I thought they were fucking Canadian the way they talk. My car won't start. No, it won't. And I was like, oh, they got to be from Canada. Oh no, they're from Upper Michigan. So, fuck that whole general area.
Fuck Michigan, yo.
Fuck Michigan and fuck Canada.
Hey.
Especially the French part.
capital.
Yeah, I just don't like French people anyway.
We hate Quebec.
Well, they're just French. It's like, ugh. Yeah.
French, yeah. Who likes French people?
They're just basically
Okay,
like surrender. What you call them? Surrender monkeys over in America.
She's
over-
eating surrender monkeys. Yep. So,
Okay.
Richard, have you talked to any Eskimos lately?
Shut up.
What any French people?
Not called. It's called Inuit.
The Eskimos. They live in the same. They live with the Eddies and the Sasquatches.
Well, I believe that. Yes.
We like Scandinavians though,
The Scandinavians are great, yes.
but we hate French and Irish.
I thought
What
this was
about
the.
the-
I thought this was the fucking United Nations. Now
Yeah,
we're just
but-
like, we hate this people. We hate those guys.
And we hate Canadians.
I know you do.
No, I don't hate Canadians. I hate French Canadians.
Yeah, fuck French kid. They're not even. You know what? They're not real. I mean, they're not really Canadians. They're not really French. They're just.
What the fuck are you talking about,
They're
man?
just-
I
they're
have French
fucking
in me too.
immigrants. Oh, shut up. They're just
Shut
horrible
up.
people.
Dude, I have
Shut
so
up.
much culture in me. I'm Métis, Hungarian, a little bit of German, I think too.
I have a
Well,
little
we
bit of
were gonna
German,
do it.
Irish. But you know what? Sty is gonna hate me because I have Welsh in my blood. So.
Oh no, I like the Welsh, man. The Welsh give us like fuck off. I mean, without the Welsh, like, yeah, the Welsh give us like the very fucking acronym of sticking two fingers up to people,
Yeah.
and that was because they when they was fighting the British, well, the English, I should say. When they were fighting the English, the Welsh used to put two fingers up to the English to say like, "Go fuck yourself," and the English used to capture them and chop their fingers off.
Nice.
Because of the long bowmans and stuff. It's pretty
I
interesting.
actually talked to a French Canadian who goes, "Well, we don't really feel like we're Canadian, and when we go to France, we don't feel French either because it's a different dialect." So you know.
It's a bit weird. It is.
Well, I think the problem is they're very centered in their one area. They need to diversify.
Well, yeah, I never understood why they kept that up. You know, I've never.
Like whenever you like politicians always advertise in French and English, it's like there's a lot of French people that are throughout Canada, but the demographic of these French Canadians I think you're referring to are ones that are from a different type of cultural surrounding. I mean, Montreal, Quebec, that's a different type of Canada. It's the culture's just different.
Yep.
That's
know.
why they
However,
wanted. That's why they had some
French
separatism.
Canadians did give us one good thing: poutine.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes, I love poutine. So, and Sty, I love Jaffa cakes.
You love my Jaffa cakes? What?
Oh, I
baby.
I kept hearing about them, and then we ordered them off Amazon, and they're great.
Yeah, Jaffa cakes are awesome.
Yes,
Well,
they.
one thing I wanted to mention, actually, sorry, I'm gonna log off in a bit, but the police have been very extreme in my life, and the reason why I'm saying this on the air is just for that simple reason. You know, if like they've done some really messed up stuff, and I just have to put it out there for my own well-being.
Well, you know.
Okay,
Oh.
well.
That happens.
Yarr.
Yeah, but see, you can outrun the police because they're all on horses, right?
But I have nothing to be afraid of the police for. That's why I've been
Dude,
so.
In the 90s, I heard about in Texas, they actually or it was in Texas or somebody, they actually still had horse-mounted police in the 90s.
The Mounties.
I'm like, why do you still have mounted police on horses?
Well, that's just a traditional thing. They don't always do that.
But I mean, motorcycles would be a little bit better. But personally, I prefer police riding goat monkeys. Half goat,
Yeah,
half monkeys.
Goat half. Yeah, that'd be an interesting thing to. to do police work with. I know.
You're under arrest. It's like that South Park episode where the guy was riding a goat because the Canadian PM took all their horses away. Fuck South Park. And fuck you. Canadians, you think you have it all. Just because you had Paul Tracy and Jacques Villeneuve, you think you've had it all. But you know what?
We had it all until the fucking 9/11 happened, and then the Patriot Act, and then now our government cloned your government. It only took 15 fucking years, but...
Well,
I'm
hopefully...
gonna step off for a bit. I'm having chest pains.
You're always having chest pains.
Yeah, it's called anxiety. Wait till you get it.
I have the reverse of anxiety. Social apathy.
You know Jack Milville was French.
I'll be back
Like-
later.
I can run around naked and be like,
Later,
eh.
Later, Anna.
Oh no, everyone's leaving now.
I'm not
Fuck,
doing it
fuck
all
you.
night to do it. I'm doing it all night. I'm going to get fucked off my face till, I don't know, 12 hours from now.
You're a champion.
I am. I'm a fucking legend.
Yeah, for example, like the police have said things about like national security being like in effect at my house or some shit, and it like totally messed with my thought process, and henceforth I was considering human rights complaint against the police force of my city because of how they've treated me.
Yeah, but
Past and
how can you
present.
do that though? How can you do that? If you conspiracy, then wouldn't that be like?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is on Canada Day, there was an incident where a rock came through my window. Now I had called the police for a 911. There was something going on outside, none of my business. I told the 911 operator I didn't want to be harassed and that I didn't have any more information to give them. And the officers arrived and something happened, and I'm not going to say, because I can't. I can't.
Oh, you
make
can't.
I can't make any accusations.
Well, just tell us what the
Whoa,
problem.
wait. If you can't make it, wait, stop.
Let's just say they came to my door. They came to my door, and allegedly, and then a rock ended up coming through my window. Allegedly. So,
Don't use that word,
allegedly.
you're fine. Just keep using the word allegedly.
so that's just to give you an idea of my what I'm dealing with on a daily basis.
Yeah, that allegedly happened.
A rock
Yeah.
came up flying at my head once, so,
Yeah, I remember I got allegedly drunk once. It was fucking deep. Seriously.
I might have allegedly hit someone over the head with a pool cue once until they blacked out. So
Until they allegedly died. What? I don't.
I once allegedly tried to Eric.
Yeah.
I allegedly tried to allege myself as
Eric, I once allegedly strangled you
Oh yeah, you once allegedly strangled me.
for no alleged reason.
you once
Allegedly.
allegedly told me to cyber hammer me.
Allegedly.
It's allegedly. we're allegedly doing a radio show.
This is allegedly reality.
See, I don't say allegedly, and I make accusations
No,
because
you have to say allegedly because it stops you getting sued. Trust me on that. It's like that word is just
if
awesome.
anyone,
Is that the
well,
rule?
yeah, you come from. Well, no, if anyone's actually going to listen to this show and be like, "Wow, they said some bad things, I'm going to sue them," then wow, they're stupid because they should probably go after the bigger fish than me. So
Yeah, I was just gonna say, take a look at my Facebook. I mean, I totally
no,
publicly promote myself.
I don't want to look at your Facebook.
Well, I'm not saying.
I'll do it later. I don't want to do it right now.
Allegedly.
Just have a good time.
I allegedly hate you.
I was allegedly observing the whole episode. Oh,
This allegedly isn't on air, apparently.
Really, I was observing and watching Twitter blow up over the new Star Wars trailer.
Oh no! Don't tell me! Don't spoil it. It's like there on the other tab. It's like watch me, and I'm like, oh no, I'm
Not
busy
gonna
It
listening
looks
spoil
good. It
to
looks like a
Elliot's
good movie.
Hang. It is well. It's like 2 months away, right? So it's gonna be fun.
December 18th.
Yeah. And there's gonna be like 3 of them, right? I'm pretty sure there's gonna
3
be
more, yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be so fucking awesome. And there's,
Hey,
there's
Eric.
3 new more avatars as well, apparently.
Yeah,
No,
for
I'm not so excited about that. I'm just saying, like, there's lots of prequel, sequel type shit.
When are they gonna make another Reefer Madness? That's what I want. Or another 2000, or I'm sorry, another
You're not gonna get it.
You can't even remember what the
You're
fuck
not
you want to
gonna
fucking
get-
remake.
The reason why you can't get another Reefer Madness is because that was an anti-marijuana propaganda film.
Richard, when are they gonna make another peanut butter solution?
As soon as possible.
Do you know that movie?
No.
It's the best Canadian movie ever.
Can you what?
Yes, Canadians can make movies.
Canada who?
I've seen. I'm just sorry. That just tripped me out.
Canadians actually, yes, they can actually watch movies. It's amazing.
I actually had a thought.
You know what? I
It's a
just
Canadian.
because you're so close to America, it trips me out. So
What about Eric? What Eric?
I wanted to say, but you guys were going back and forth when talking about Quebec, that Quebec is to France what Mexico.
Where? What? Sorry. Where?
That Quebec.
What?
Oh,
Shut up. Let Eric talk.
that
No,
I'm
interrupt.
sorry.
Quebec is to France or what? Come on, just spit it out. Go.
Quebec is to France what Mexico is to Spain.
Sure. Yeah, I can agree with
Except
that.
for that, in Quebec, they don't have drug cartels beheading people. There you go. A little humor for you.
So true. So true.
Drug cartels.
Drug cartel. We need to make a drug cartel movie.
That's been done about 5,000 times.
Yes, but with Elliot's special brand of irreverent humor in it.
And it's also
I am-
Sons of Anarchy is pretty much a movie about
Hi,
drug.
I'm Pablo. No, Sons of Anarchy sucks. Hi, I'm Pablo Escobar. How you doing? You can't be Pablo Escobar. You're a white American.
What,
Shut
nigger? Am I allowed to say that online? I don't know. My bad. I was being politically incorrect. Correct.
That's good.
Allegedly. I was saying allegedly.
Say whatever the hell you want. I don't care.
It's okay. It's nigger spelled with an A.
No, I see. I don't care. I mean, I don't say it personally, but I don't give a shit if anyone else does it. And I'm dating a black girl, so
Word.
you know, it's never been a big thing because I've always been very irreverent. I've always been, one size fits all. I mean, as long as you don't mean it in like a, if you're just saying it, but if you mean like a racist context, then no. But if you're just saying it to be stupid, then yeah, go ahead and say it. Say all the words you want, you cunt.
Well, I mean,
Every morning when
I am
I
like,
take a really bad shit.
I'm
Okay.
gonna fucking rape and pillage these fuckers now.
He has to take a really bad shit every morning. Okay, thank you for telling me about that. Welcome to the Wanking and Shitting Show.
Woohoo!
Yes, this is the show we talk about. Oh,
Welcome to Wank Fest 2015.
You know who we need on the show? Cunt in the Gang.
Yeah, cunt in the gang.
Yeah.
Yes, we need them on the show. Or
Yeah.
him, because it's just one guy.
Yeah.
Shut up. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if he's high or just a hippie.
That's just how I am. I do take medication.
I wish I took medication. That would make the show much more fun. Where am I?
Well, that's one of the bonuses of our healthcare system.
That's one of the boners of my healthcare system. I don't know what I just said, okay? Just don't even.
Except for the fact that our healthcare system is very pharmaceutical.
Well, I was gonna say Canadian or American. American one's fucking shitty.
Yes, yes, it is. And like I said, I know a lot of.
Canadian's fine.
See,
Canadian healthcare
see,
systems
the
just
reason a lot of
because.
people can afford it, style, and the reason a lot of people can afford healthcare, is because like none of my friends have health insurance, or very few
Wow,
of them.
that's
Like,
scary. Don't you
yeah, I
think that's
know it
scary
freaking
though,
is,
dude?
but they can't afford it.
No, but don't you think the whole I can't afford it's scary? Like seriously.
Of course it is. Yeah, I agree completely. But unfortunately, I'm not an insurance company, so yeah,
No,
I agree
I
completely.
am.
the American
You,
system is like pretty like medieval.
it is probably the scariest thing I've ever seen. The American healthcare system.
There's probably like this
Okay,
giant.
actually, I can think of one healthcare system that's worse than Americans. North Korea.
Oh, dang.
Hey, burn. Please don't kill me, Kim Jong Un.
You went there, Elliot. Congratulations. You freaking went there.
I went to
You
North
went
Korea. I
there,
always
you did that, you done that, you shouldn't have, but you did it, and you have. So what you gonna do?
take a shit.
Every morning.
No, it's about every 4 to 5 days.
Oh, ooh boy. You gotta get the pipes looked at there, Plumber John.
I don't give a shit as long as I don't care as long as I'm fine. Fuck you. You know what? All Canadians are either lumberjacks or pedophiles.
Well, that's a very well-spoken opinion.
Or Eskimos.
Hey, it's almost 1 o'clock here. I'm gonna sign off. No, that's cool. You guys have a good night. It was really nice talking to you guys.
Alright, we hate
Nice
you.
talking to you, Richard.
Fuck
Yeah, well,
off,
thanks there.
faggot.
Yeah, see
We
you,
allegedly
Sly.
hate you. We allegedly hate you.
Just
Yeah.
saying.
Later,
On your
Sly.
Tuesday.
And I allegedly hate you too, Sly.
May the force be with you.
See you,
Oh, yeah.
lumberjack.
Yeah, may
Oh,
the
yeah,
force
Tuesday.
be with you always.
See you, lumberjack.
62.
He's okay. He just sometimes he gets a little carried away, and I have to remind him that I'm the host of the show.
Yeah, well, you know.
But yeah, watch. Well, I'm gonna get like 50,000 emails. Dude, you're being a real dick to him. Dude, you're being a real dick to him. Why are you being such a dick to him? So you just wait. It'll happen. But whatever. I don't care. I do what I do. And if you don't like it, you can be
Fuck
Eric's
off.
friend. You can be Eric's friend, which is a fate worse than death.
No, shut
Oh,
up.
Oh, poor Eric. Poor Eric. Eric, dude. Dude.
Eric's nice. He's actually been here the whole show. I'm scared.
Yeah. I'm just observing
Eric.
all of you guys talk.
Allegedly.
He is allegedly observing women undress and masturbating to their.
That's class.
Di, I do have a question though. That video game on your screen, that looks really cool. What game is it?
It's League of Legends, dude. I think we're winning. Well, we're trying to win. I'm not too sure. But yeah, we are apparently winning.
People take League of Legends seriously as hell. Like, I come from the car racing world, and I know there's a lot of sim racing, like video game racing that's televised, or not televised, broadcast on the internet. I didn't realize there were so many League of Legends things that are also broadcast on the internet too.
Yeah, well, I do. I've got a radio station and I've got a Twitch. I try and combine them both to,
You should let me on one of them radio stations one day.
Well, you can, man. You can go on. It's probably a weekend thing.
All right.
When I get it sorted out, it's up and running.
If you look on my YouTube, you can see all my links to my various things you can message me on and things like that. So.
Well, we're eventually going to be doing like a podcast and all that good stuff. We normally, because we're a pirate radio station in the sense, well, we're technically not a pirate radio station of the law, but we actually don't like adverts. And basically we pay for everything via like donations and stuff.
Wait. Does that mean it's illegal? Because I'll get involved in anything illegal.
No, it's not illegal. It just means
Damn.
we know what the law says. So we're not in violation.
Yeah, no, I was
of
joking.
any law,
So,
that kind, but-
big thing though. Can you curse on there?
yeah, of course. I'm English. That's how we speak.
yeah.
It's just a fact.
English and Australian speak with
Yeah,
basically the word cunt.
Well, no, we just indefinitely like swear words. You know, not a bad thing. Oh my goodness.
Australians, what the hell? Good day, mate. I'm Australian.
Right, mate.
Day, mate. I'm gonna drink me beer.
These people are really weird in this. Like, we could have won this game, but these people are just so stupid. Yeah.
And then there's the New Zealanders that talk like Australians but with speech impediments. So, fuck New Zealanders. And then there's Eric who talks like Eric.
Just very bored and like out of.
You either sound stoned or manic most of the time. Hi, dude. I'm like Eric Chavez. Your name is now Eric Chavez, as Richard called you.
Yeah.
Eric Chavez. You're French now. What else is new in this? So yeah, the new Star Wars trailer. Let me guess, it had stars and wars in it.
No! Leave Star Wars alone, bitch!
I want to say it, but I don't want Stein to get mad at first.
Huh? What? I'm already mad. I'm English. I was born mad. I'm angry at the world. Minus that moment. Yeah, probably.
I prefer Star Whores.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Star Wars. Yeah, that's better.
The best I can describe it without spoiling it was that it's really, really good, and I want that movie out now. I don't want to wait.
No, you can spoil it. It's just, I'm gonna watch it anyway. It's just like when I watch Let's Plays for games. It's like people are like, oh, you shouldn't do spoilers. Like, fuck off. You're gonna play it anyway.
Okay.
Oh shit! No, really, yeah.
Not a big deal.
Okay, I liked a lot of the cinematography. I mean, you can tell that George Lucas is no longer there.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I don't get why people.
I don't watch blockbuster movies.
Jar Jar Binks bollocks, didn't he?
Well, Jar Jar Binks.
Actually,
Walt Disney bollocks.
Yeah, well, if I lived in England, I think I'd actually have a more mainstream taste in television, given the shit that I like Alan Partridge and The Thick of It, and I watched both the In the Loop and Alan Partridge movies and things like that. So I was telling them, like, yeah, if I lived in England, I'd be like mainstream as far as what comedy is, but I live here, so I'm like, oh, you like British shows? That's so weird and obscure, man.
Well, you know what? There's a lot. No, actually, Alec, there's a lot of people like you who are actually into the British. I wouldn't say comedy, like, was special. It's our sense of humor that people.
Yes.
It's not so much like we're smarter than anybody else, because that's obviously stupid. It's like our sense of humor, how we see the world is kind of like very dry. If you got that sense of humor where you're very dry in nature, then you'll obviously like our comedy.
Yes.
That's what we do. We like.
I'm kind of a mix of British and Australian because they both have that dry sense of humor, and I also like some. Well, okay, if it's translated in English, some of the Swedish humor that's kind of morbid, like very morbid humor. I also like. Excuse me, fuck! Don't burp on your own show. So I'm a mix of dry and morbid. So anything kind of black, but also. Yeah, so I like. See, I think that's the thing I don't like about a lot of American shows is they're sight gags and they're fart humor or pun humor, and that's just not really my thing. I like dry. I don't like I call it American sitcom humor. If you've watched American sitcoms, you'll understand what I mean.
Elliot.
What?
Does that also mean I also know that you're not really big on pop culture humor?
I am if it's done right. Like Mystery Science Theater was done right as far as pop culture humor, but some shows like South Park, I think, do it for the sake of it rather than just like Duckman did some pop culture humor. Of course, that was older, but what you do with pop culture humor is what you do with pop culture humor is you sprinkle it through the show. They don't make it the subject of the show. You have to sprinkle it through. But yeah, a little pop culture is good. But anything dark, and morbid, or dry and cutting is something I like, and offensive. But offensive for a reason, not just offensive for ha ha ha. He said swear words.
You know, I read somewhere, and I can't remember where exactly I said it, but there was a great saying that said that the English graveyards are littered with the bones of English comedians who tried making it in America.
Probably.
I don't know why they try to make it in America. It's not going to happen. I mean,
Because
people like
Americans don't have the same sense of humor, though. I don't think.
No, they don't.
I think Canadians are more closer to English
Yes.
humor than Americans.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Some American shows have been really good. I liked home movies. I like Duckman and Mystery Science Theater. But as far as current day shows, it's usually British for me. That's just and the fact that like on the BBC, if your show's 30 minutes long, it's going to be 28, 29 minutes. It's not going to be 22 minutes and 8 minutes of commercials. It's going to be 29 minutes long. You could do so much in those extra 7 or 8 minutes, especially like I was watching a 44-minute show on Discovery and then I watched an hour-long show on BBC. I realized just how much you could do with those extra 15 minutes of show. You know, it's great and not having commercials. I mean, hell, I would pay for something like that. I would fully support a commercial-free, license fee channel in America. I would fully support that. And don't tell me PBS, because I'll wring your neck if you say that. Because PBS is not the same. It's close, but it's so
PBS is public cable network system.
PBS is the public broadcasting service. They show like some
Yeah.
BBC stuff, but it's usually censored. Even after 9, and then they show like documentaries, which are kind of interesting, and nature things that I don't really watch. But the thing about my humor is I definitely have more in common with British than American. But I like some things about America. I like some of its racing and some of its some of the people in this country are.
I like Americans because they're like out the box, but at the same time they're so out the box. It's like, oh my fucking god, are you really that dumb? So it's like love them and hate them at the same time. You know, it's like I was laughing on Secular Talks. He had some videos just like I'm sick of American fucking YouTube feeds I'm getting right now because it's nothing but just how can people be that stupid? It's like stop infecting me with this crazy shit.
One of the things that I don't really like about America is everything's very capitalist. I understand things are capitalist everywhere, but I mean America just seems to take everything to a new level of
Extreme.
yeah yeah. Fuck.
Even how they think, it's like they still literally think they're in the Wild West. I'm just like, wow, you know, it's like,
yeah.
Would you cross the road if someone's dying? Yeah, in America because it's not profitable. It's like, oh my god, like really? Oh, you're a socialist. It's like, no.
To put it in perspective, America has more gun deaths than the rest of the civilized world combined every year.
There's more people died, and this is not a joke, more people died in 1 year in the United States than people died in the entire 19th century of the United Kingdom.
Oh,
That's
shit.
scary.
I mean, I like some things about America. I do have reasons for going to the UK that are, aren't just because, I don't really like American television, because I'd be stupid if I did that. But I have reasons for going there. Hell, you guys let slam death metal on television. You guys let Amputated on television, and Grindcore, and John Peel. I mean, anyone who lets John Peel have a radio show and play Grindcore Fucking hell. I mean, that's awesome on so many levels. John Peel, I didn't always like everything he played, like, because I listened to his old show, because obviously he died before I was, in 2004 when I was young. But of course, people recorded his old shows, right? So I got to listen to him. I don't like everything he played, but I respect the man because he was like an older guy who got into the punk and grindcore thing and was like, yeah, this is really cool.
He's proper old school John Peel.
Oh fuck, he's awesome. He was,
Well, John Peel, if I'm not mistaken, now this might be wrong and could be corrected by people watching this, but I think John Peel was one of the first DJs on one of the boats that were. It was a boat that was short offside. It's a pirate radio station, and he used to play pirate radio music.
And then the BBC.
It became BBC Radio 1, right, and stuff like that for music.
Yeah, whenever they were looking for, because the BBC was so inexperienced, they were like, well, who are the pirate radio people? And the laws were so fucked back then. Rather than having...
Yeah, you could basically broadcast into the mainland from sea, and they was like, oh, no, change the law, you know.
Well, the law was so fucked back then, like the recording laws, they couldn't actually play any bands on the radio. They actually had to compose their own covers for BBC Radio. That's how fucked the law was at the time. John Peel.
Well, that's how we get away with our station, is the music we play, because the law in England is only for English service. Our service based in Holland, so we don't break the law. Technically, we are, if you want to be pedantic about it, but technically we're not. That's why we can't get sued, because the server that we play music from is in Holland. So it's statutory limitations says that we're not breaking the law. So that's why until European leaders get together and say, well, copyright issues are all the same, then we're not breaking the law. So we don't need to do any advertisements. We don't need to do any of that shit.
Nice. That's why I would
know the law, and you'll be fine.
That's why I would mainly play underground music if I could do that, because a lot of those bands, like a lot of my favorite punk and metal bands, I know them, and they were like, yeah, we'd just be happy if anyone fucking played us.
Yeah, exactly. Right? So that's the thing. You just gotta know the law, and for me, because I'm like very politically astute, I would say in some respects.
Yeah.
I know that we're never gonna get sued. No one's gonna send me an email saying you're going to court or any of that madness. So I'm quite happy with what we're doing until they change the law, and then I would need to buy a license. But until then, no.
Yeah, exactly. Well, exploit it while it's there.
Yeah, well, it's
Yep. And I believe Extreme Noise Terror and a couple other punk bands were allowed on top of the Pops. Something I would love to see happen. Yeah, Extreme Noise Terror was on top of the Pops, I believe, with KLF in the 90s. That must have been awesome. Like,
you don't even have Top the Pops anymore now, because of the.
I know, but
the reason why they killed off Top the Pops is because of digital mediums. They don't know how to sell corporate pop to people anymore, because the internet has just totally destroyed the entire thing, because people listen to what the fuck they want. There's YouTube, all this good stuff. So I mean, it's hard for bands to make money, though.
Well, but I just think it'd be funny if people were tuning into Top of the Pop, see some nice pop music. Who the hell are they?
Well, I think if you want to listen to, as someone who's English, Top of the Pops was basically replaced with Jules Holland. Jules Holland is like the best music show, in my opinion, for new bands, bands that you haven't heard of, shit like that. So if you like new rock bands and stuff, I'm guaranteeing you they will be on Jules Holland. Like, the guy.
I'll be honest. I mean, I wouldn't really watch Top because I don't really like pop music. But I just think it'd be funny if, like I said, people are tuning in and they hear grindcore. But one of the things I have to say, I was looking at the Billboard top charts, not because I care, but just because I was kind of curious what the sales figures are. The top fucking one is maybe like 10,000 records sold. That's like #1 on the Billboard chart right now. I think
Something else.
10 or just under 10,000. 10 years ago, 10,000 would have been a good independent sell. Nowadays 10,000 is about what you can sell up for a major label.
Well,
I mean,
there's so many different formats, right? So
Yes.
they're not going to even calculate sales anymore. They're just like,
Yep,
well,
like
we haven't
iTunes.
got a fucking clue. Let's just.
Yep.
Like people listen. Like I've never engaged in iTunes or any of these demon fucking weird.
I do iTunes, but I won't do the streaming or anything. Spotify. I
No, but
still
that's what I'm
like buying
saying.
records.
But that's the point, right? There's so many different ways to soak up the medium. I mean, I listen to tunes all the time, but I use YouTube. Does that get counted in sales? Probably not. But I'm
No.
sure the ad revenue's there.
And the thing about iTunes is you can download a song if you want. Because a lot of these mainstream bands, they have like one good song and a whole, bunch of mediocre songs, to fill out the album. My bands don't do that because I don't like bands like that because I have standards. But my point is, now you can download one song off of iTunes or 2 songs or however many songs you want if you don't want the whole album. Does that count as a sale?
Exactly.
It's
If you click on it, is it a sale? That's what I'm saying. It's a bit weird. Like, how do we calculate it? Because it used to be like very simple with like VHS systems and the tape.
and whoever bought the records,
Yeah, you'd listen to it on the radio and then buy the cassette or.
Yep.
It'd be very simple. Nowadays, it's like, well, we don't fucking know. How shit gets sold.
Now I go to BitTorrent. And download the new Iron Maiden album 4 days before or a week before it was even out. I saw it. I listened to it a week before it was actually available in stores on BitTorrent. I liked the album enough to buy it. I actually did go out the day it was available and actually bought the album because I liked it. But I'm just saying I had it on my iPod a week before it came out.
Well, I close a lot of old songs and new songs. I don't tell people to download them or anything, but I do play music.
I tell people to
That's not out yet.
download, and if you like it, buy it.
Buy it, yeah, right. So you're promoting them. That's free advertisements as far as I'm concerned. So, I find the same thing.
Like I download shit all the time, and if I really like it, I'll go out and buy it. Like I said, the Slayer album. I got the new Slayer album a week before it came out, and I listened to it up and down and up and down. And I bought the album because I really liked it, despite the fact that I already had it on my iPod. I wanted a physical copy of it. Of course, nowadays the kids don't understand that. Like, I still buy vinyl records and cassette tapes.
Well, the thing is, like, for me, in the sense when I was like, because I'm a gamer type thing, I used to fucking always torrent or download games illegally. I will say that, but I used to go out my way to buy them as well. So I would want to play it and see what it's like, and if I liked it that much, I would buy it.
Yep.
Just because it looked nice on my shelf. I want the poster, I want the case. I want to feel nerdy, basically. So
The only annoying thing about games, I like racing games because I love racing. The only annoying thing about games is, like, nowadays you can look for, like, I was watching my friend play a Formula One game that was my first ever racing game that I bought when I was like 4. Of course, he couldn't find it in the stores now because of PlayStation 1. But I was watching him play, and I was like, wow, this brings back a lot of memories. But I could buy a CD for, that was recorded in 1976 or whatever. That is the one thing about games that's different from, say, music or whatever, is that, games go out of print when new consoles come and when games get out of date, but sometimes you get nostalgic for an older game or something like that. So I don't really play games, but I like them, and I kind of I like the science of them too. Yeah, I'm a nerd, big deal. Because it is interesting how they, and things like that. And I love racing, so I watch racing games and shit like that. So, but yeah, I always say if you like what you hear, buy it because.
It's support the artist, isn't it? Really, more than anything.
No, and you know what? If you don't want to buy it, if maybe you don't have the money, you could do something even better than buying the record. Go to the show, because that's where the artists get the money, and maybe buy a T-shirt. If that's what I do.
Yeah, like buy the merchandise and stuff.
and go to a show and enjoy it. And maybe if they're small enough, like I remember hanging out with my favorite bands at the end of the show. I was like, wow, I'm actually talking to these people. This is awesome. Because I don't really like a lot of big bands. I like a lot of small bands.
They can do indies and
That could never happen with Eric.
that.
Because he likes Kiss.
Oh, poor Eric. Eric's still. Oh, you okay there, Eric? You're not gonna kill yourself.
Yes, he is. He's going to kill himself. See, hear that? Ah, he just jumped out a window.
So Eric, we look, he really did. It's fine.
I think he died.
I think he did too. He ain't fucking talking.
I hate it when my friends die.
Shit
It
happens.
sucks, you know? Shit happens. They just died. Yeah, this has actually been a really good show.
Yeah, it's been really cool, man. And I'm glad that I got the invite and that good stuff.
I just realized you can send it through email. That's how, because I always invite people, but for some reason they never get it. And then I was like, oh yeah, I can send it through email, can't I? I'm an idiot, and I know I'm an idiot. That's just who I am. Is Eric still on here?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
He's just got his wrists. That's it.
I survived. I think I'm gonna get a shirt that says "I survived PTR" after this.
I still want to make PTR T-shirts. That is something I really want to make, is political trendy radio T-shirts.
You can get someone to knock out a cool design and take it to a shirt maker who will make it for cheap.
I should do like a run of like 100 and then mail them to whoever wants them and then charge like $10 for the rest. Or make like a 200 or something like that.
Pocket the cash and then run away to Sweden.
So run away to Sweden or England.
Or
Depends.
England.
It's pretty cheap.
See, I can deal with cold. I can deal with cold and rain, so.
I did. Rain's the least of your problems
Yeah.
if you live in fucking England.
My two choices, England or Sweden. Well, it doesn't really matter because Sweden's
You'll
in
still be
Europe.
fucking cold. I was gonna say, you'll still be fucking cold. No matter what, you'll still be freezing your nuts off.
Yeah, whatever. I could take it. I'm big and fat, so I have plenty of warmth. I'm well ventilated. Let's put it that way. No, I mean, if I move to Sweden, I could still fucking go to England and catch some racing and some music and shit. So Australia would be fun, but too many poisonous things.
No, everything in Sweden, everyone in Australia wants to kill you at that point.
Everything in Sweden wants to kill you. I'm
No,
gonna make sure.
everyone in Australia wants to fucking kill you.
I know.
That's weird.
You know what the funny thing is though, dude? The bees in Australia, the natural bees are stingless. They imported the stinging kind.
Well,
That's the funny thing about Australia.
the only things you want to worry about is fucking wasps. They're just annoying.
Oh god, wasps.
No, they
bees.
want they
See-
got a bad temperament. Probably the cold weather.
Well, yeah. See, the thing about bees is, if they sting you, they die. So they're like
Yeah,
a little bit
they're like-
hesitant.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly.
Is it worth it? Okay, I guess but wasps are like sting, sting, sting.
Oh wow, I'm getting my ass kicked by Israel.
I got my ass kicked by a rat the other day.
No, seriously, I should be beating this guy. I'm getting my ass kicked by him. I'm trying to buy as much magic resist as possible.
If you would like, I have some very random questions about England that I actually don't know the answers to.
Whatever.
Do they have any chihuahuas in England?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cold
okay.
ones, probably.
Yeah, yeah, because they're all fucking hairless.
Or frozen.
Frozen chihuahuas. I have a chihuahua. He's actually not like the. He's actually like the opposite of like a normal like spoiled brat. He's like this really nice dog until you like disturb him, and then he tries to rip your face off. He's awesome.
That's it. Frozen Chihuahua.
He's pretty brutal. Frozen Chihuahua. You know what? There is one thing I will miss if I ever leave America for England. There's one thing I will miss.
What's that?
Biscuits.
Biscuits? We make the best biscuits.
Your biscuits are called cookies, though.
No, our biscuits are called biscuits. We invented the English language. They're not called cookies.
Yeah, but see, you don't have the American biscuits here. And I love the American biscuits.
Oh my God! Israel, you fucking cunt. Sorry.
Biscuits are biscuits in America.
Little rolls of bread.
They're kind of like scones, I guess.
Scones? No, they're not. That's not in. Oh my God, you're just so confused in English.
Eric, explain to this Englishman what biscuits are.
Okay, biscuits in America are like little rolls of bread. They're kind of.
That's not a biscuit. A biscuit is made from dough and yeast and put in the oven and it's baked and it looks like a cookie.
They're called cookies, bitch.
No, it's a biscuit. A biscuit. Can we not argue over semantics? A biscuit is like something that you buy at the grocery store with chocolate on the top, which is crunchy. It's not.
No. Okay. Serious story here. I didn't know what English biscuits were called, okay?
They're called biscuits. You're saying English biscuits? We gave you the language. A biscuit is literally a biscuit.
Let me finish my sentence. Let me finish my story. So I bought Jaffa cakes thinking they're American biscuit sized.
No.
I got them. No. I got them and they were like, oh, there's the cookies. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess I found out what a biscuit is called. So ever since then, I've actually been calling cookies biscuits. So you've corrupted my mind with.
Yeah, don't. A cookie is a type of biscuit. It's not. It's not. Technically speaking, a generalization of biscuits. It's a type of biscuit. Hence
So
cookie.
Okay. What do you call Oreos?
A fucking well. It would be a weird type of biscuit, but it still would be one.
Thank you.
It still would be a biscuit, technically speaking.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So yes, I've been taking to calling cookies biscuits now. So you've corrupted
No,
me with your.
it is, but it just sounds weird. Kind of thing.
I've never understood. It's kind of like the whole fries and chips thing. I've never really understood where fries or cookie comes. Like, well, anything could be a fry.
Oh my God.
Because and crisps. Yeah, it's just I don't understand fries. I was like, well, fried what? Yeah, chips sounds a little bit better than,
well, chips are potatoes. Americans think chips are
crisps.
in the sense of
Americans call crisps chips and chips fries. Let's put it that way. And they call Walker's salted. They call them Lay's. I know. I actually had to ask my friend. Oh, I have a question. I've never been able to ask this before. What the hell do you call an English muffin then?
a muffin. It's just a muffin.
Well, because they have other muffins. Like I've always wondered.
No, an English muffin is just a muffin. It's because it comes from England.
So what do you call the blueberry muffin then?
A muffin.
Because it's a different kind of thing, though. It's a different kind of piece.
No, it's not. It's just a muffin.
So speaketh the Englishman.
Baked kind of thing.
English muffins are fucking good, though.
Well, we gave birth to English, so I know it sounds a bit like up your
I tried crumpets. I tried crumpets the other day too.
Well, crumpets are savoury. They're more of a muffin's a weird thing. A muffin is something that is not a dessert, even though it can be. It's savoury.
Yeah, crumpets are good though. I tried them.
Crumpets are delicious, dude.
Yep.
Lots of butter. We have them toasted in England.
Oh yeah, definitely. What else? You see, I've always wanted to ask a Danish person what they call it Danish pastry.
Yeah, that's kind of ironic. Even English people laugh at that joke. A Danish pastry.
I've always wanted to ask a Dane what they call. I should try to meet one and be like, hey, excuse me. Yeah, could you tell me what you call a Danish pastry? And I'd be like, police. This person is annoying me. Well, you know, in England they have something called a Mexican wave. Here they just call it a wave. No idea where the whole Mexican wave thing came from.
World Cups, I think.
And in Australia, I guess a couple of years ago, they banned doing the wave in sporting events because people would basically piss in their drinking cups, and then they would throw them in the air during the wave, so piss would splatter down on the people.
That's not nice. That's disgusting.
And I guess there's video footage of it. And yeah, you can see like showers of piss. Yeah, those are Australians for you, lazy fuckers.
Yeah, but Australians are all criminals, so that makes sense.
Yeah, right, yeah. But if you say that to them, they'll be like, "Well, we were put in there for stealing a loaf of bread." So, Eric's a criminal.
Oh yeah.
He's a drug lord. He's a drug lord.
That'd be awesome to be a drug lord.
You wouldn't last, dude. I don't think it would be that awesome because you're constantly worried about being caught. So, I don't know. Not sure that would be awesome, actually. I think that would be more annoying than anything else. So you'd fit right in there, buddy. So, Eric, what about, how's life? How's life treating you?
Oh my god, how can this game get so...
That's the Angry Brit.
Yes, playing Angry League of Legends.
Well, everything's going good. Can't complain.
I can't complain, but I still will.
That's the Elliot way.
Eat my ass. Woof woof, that's what I have to say. Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, we've got rid of the right-wing nut job in Canada.
Canada.
If only you can get rid of your right-wing nut job in England.
Hey, leave me fucking alone, you. I'm fucking very fine, thank you very much. Though
What?
I do need to consume more alcohol. I'm running out. And time is short, and college is nearing.
What, have I...
No, I've literally got to go to college in like 3 hours.
Have I offended you by making fun of David Cameron?
You can make as much fun of him as you want. He's a complete twat.
Yes, he is.
I
Yes, he
used
is.
to twat it now.
You know what, though? The thing about Ed Miliband is, he has an annoying voice.
Well, he's
Like,
gone now,
every-
so it's fine. He's gone, dude. There's no Ed Miliband anymore.
But yeah, every time I heard him, I was just like, do you really want that annoying voice
No, you
guy
don't.
running the country?
Yeah, he does. That's terrible.
Who's his replacement?
Jeremy Corbyn, an epic socialist.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. No, I'm not joking.
Interesting.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well,
No,
I'm
fuck.
kind of a socialist, so.
Fuck Israel. Israel. Fuck Israel.
Yeah, is
That's his name, Israel. You can't even say it. It basically
That's
sounds like Israel. It is, that's his name, but it's spelled with an E. Israel with an E. Like, obviously, there's some Zionist cunt who works for Riot.
right?
Kidding. No kidding. Swear to God, his name's fucking Israel. It's fun.
That's actually kind of a common name in America, though. Well, not common, but it's there.
I know one's
don't get
fucking
it.
even helping me, the little Trumps. This game,
Yeah.
I fucking hate this game.
Eric is voting
No.
for Ben Carson for president.
What?
What? You can't do that, dude. That's against the law.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, Eric doesn't pay attention to politics.
Seriously,
Ben
you can't
Carson
vote for Ben
is
Carson.
a retired pediatrician
All I know
who's
is that he's some sort of brain surgeon.
apparently gone insane. And he's second in the polls to the Trumpazoid.
Oh,
No, they're actually tied.
Oh, whatever.
The
Fuck
Trump
you.
is tried. I'll fucking a black guy who can't find his ass from his face. No, it's just scary. America's a scary fucking country, dude.
No shit.
They
Why do
got
you think
more,
I want
they got
why
more
do you think
nuclear weapons than anybody else. With the dumbest fucking idiots on the planet. The only person I want to vote for, like I want to vote for or would, is the only guy who gets demonized for being a socialist, even though he's not even a socialist. He's just a normal. I mean, if he was a European politician, i.e. Bernie Sanders, he'd be like, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, he's not a socialist. I mean, I'm a socialist, or at least more of a social. I mean, America just lets me down because their politics are like, the singer from the band Peach Kelly Pop moved to from Canada to California. I don't know why she did that. I think she's gone insane. But she said the politics here are a lot more cartoony than even in Canada.
It's fucking
Pretty much, yeah.
America is like Saturday Night Live, and that's not a joke. That's terrifyingly true.
Yeah. As I've called it before, the death of satire. People are like, no, it's golden age for satire. And I was like, no, it's the death of satire when satire doesn't need to happen because it satirizes itself. Oh fuck, America! Why?
I just hate my life right now.
I mean, hey, I didn't choose to fucking be born here.
No, I mean like League of Legends.
It wasn't fucking my. No, I mean, I'm just saying. People were like, people were like, well, why do you complain about you live here? It's like, dude, I didn't fucking choose to live in this country or time period. Thank you. And if I had the money, yes, I would move, but I don't have the fucking money right now. Now, if you'd like to crowdfund my move, I still think we should try to do that. Crowdfund Elliot's move, so he'll stop complaining. Eric, I just realized you're the only one here I haven't had to yell at today.
quite ironic, believe it or not, eh?
I don't think I've yelled at Sty yet, but I've yelled at.
You can if it makes you feel better, you can. I don't mind.
Nah, I don't. You haven't done anything stupid. No, I didn't yell at. I didn't yell at Sty, Brady, or Eric, but I yelled at Erica once, and I yelled at the Dick.
The dick.
I mean, he's nice, but goddamn, he has problems with interrupting people. He's like Mason.
Except more well-spoken.
True, more well-spoken, for whatever that's worth. I think we're probably going to end in about 30 minutes, maybe. I'm kind of winding down here. Plus, I don't know. I just don't really like you that much. Or we can end. I don't know. We'll give it some time. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see if he joins. If he doesn't join in about 10 minutes, we'll fucking. But I'd like to tell him that he's welcome back on any time because he's really cool, I think. See, I always let people from other countries. Oh yeah, you're welcome back anytime. We got to get the international flavor, you know.
Yeah.
So let's see. On this show, we've had a guy from Israel, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, in England, and some place called America.
Remember that one time we had a Turkish guy on here?
It was before PTR.
Oh yeah, that guy was hilarious.
He was. I am Jesus.
I am Jesus. Yes.
I am Jesus. Hear me roar. Did you see Jim's Dungeons and Dragons thing that he
Yes.
sent me? Oh, he's an ass. I like that. I thought that was perfect. I was just like, oh, fantastic. Well, it looks like he's not coming back. So what we're going to do is I'm going to check something here. Um, I hate you, Eric.
I hate you too, Elliot.
No, you don't. Fuck. Come on. Come on. Come on. I gotta do this with two hands. All right. We've been doing this for 3 hours, give or take. So I think it's time to end this. All right, this has been Political Trendy Radio episode 33 for the 19th of October 2015. If you're pissed that I yelled at Richard, you can send your hate mail to ellinthemood@gmail.com, or you can follow me on Twitter at PTRadio666. You can like me on Facebook and spam me with messages there about your 18-year-old rap stars at facebook.com/politicaltrendyradio, or you can go to my YouTube thing at YouTube GG1 and find a whole shitload of links for Eric, for Sty, for Brady, for Erica, and for the Dick. I've been Elliot Lindemood. Pleasant dreams. Hail Satan. Hail Satan.
And hail Jinx Dawson.
And hail Jinx Dawson. And kiss the goat.